I don't think I like where we are anymore. Hi, everybody. Welcome to... We're here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dice Soup, brought to you by Once Upon a D20 at patreon.com/Once Upon a D20, right here on Twitch, YouTube, wherever the videos are sold to you by advertisers. So, well, yeah, this week was a week, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. So
Sure diddly was.
Sure diddly was. So with that, I feel the need to say we're still here. And much to the chagrin of those who would not have it be so, we are still here. And with that, let's get into it. So, when last we left off, the group had traveled out into the wilderness, found some weird wild stuff. Not the least of which being a magical array of some sort that had some deep, consequential abilities, but also was deeply threatening. And so doing their best to first figure it out and then obliterate it, they did. And finding a magical artifact, a holy relic to some people, they entrusted this holy artifact to Uruk Windkeeper, grandfather of one Akira Soul, sending it off to its fate to be studied by the elves of Simgorn. Then decided to rest up, enjoy the company of the manticore that they befriended after some stress.
So,
taking some time to splay the other manticores of her pack, the bear that she helped y'all hunt and take down. A night was had, much feasting, much roasting of meat, salting of meat, preserving of meat, in the way that you do. The next morning comes, and Akira woke to the sight of an emerald green box floating in the air. Couldn't be opened by other people, couldn't be opened even by a mage hand. But in touching the box, knowing exactly what was in the box, a head and a note, getting the message from Akira's other father. The group headed to Rexentrum to follow up to see if there are people who know what's going on, reaching out with messages rather than hunting people down and trying to see them in person, finding that the Gith with which they had tried to reach out to were not to be responding. Then finding out from others that Gith were the Gith were fleeing, leaving, just kind of like they grouped up and then left, headed east. Those that saw them just saw them suddenly up and leave. The group now with the freedom to go whither they wish, but I think I got told that there was a little bit more business to be had in Rexentrum proper before we left. Was I hearing that right?
By whom?
I am checking
Fair enough.
out loud.
I mean, there's the thing I asked of you about communing with Cord, or talking to Cord.
That would definitely not be found in Rexentrum.
That would probably also not be advised in Rexentrum.
Notably, the Storm is prominently walking around with a cord belt on his waist and choker on. He's not hiding it anymore.
Yeah, same for Akira, especially with the head shave. My cord tattoo on my neck is highly visible.
Right.
Indeed.
So, headed east, since we definitely can't find a place to talk to Cord in Rexentrum. We'll do that on the road if you don't mind, Akira.
I'm fine with that.
I was about to say, no, I'm good. I'm ready to go find our compatriots.
All right, making sure. All right, setting out here in the midday, early afternoon. Go ahead and because there is some tracking involved and some perceiving involved. More so, I guess. There is a keeping groups pace up, and then perceiving involved. So I guess one person can take the lead on survival for group pace and speed and path of however much resistance. And one person can take the lead on perceptions for keeping eyes out, or the other one, investigations, to try and find clues, see things that might not be casually seen.
I'll take lead on survival, if no one minds.
I'll do the.
Can I be the eye in the sky to provide help? I don't want to actually do anything. I just want to provide
Yes,
help action.
you can. That you can. You can provide help with that.
I will also be guidancing myself.
You can guidance yourself.
I will be linking up those present with the psychic whispers in case we do get separated.
Fair enough.
Because I have a free one, so let's roll that d8.
You are proficient in the survival, yes, for the help. So that's
I am
advantage.
proficient. Yes,
Yeah.
that is advantage.
Okay.
We have 2 hours, and I will re-up it when I'm told the 2 hours. Is up.
You do have quite a bit of power in that way.
I do.
It's 25 for my survival roll.
That's keeping a really good pace, some would say.
I guess I'll do the receptacles.
I was about to say, maybe the one with expertise in that should do that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you have party members that are proficient along with you.
I am proficient. I will add help.
Well, you're leading the other thing.
That's fair.
I cannot provide.
Well, it's tracking, right? I mean, I'm keeping the pace, but I'm also tracking, right? No, I'm just fine. That's fine.
Unfortunately, I cannot help with perception, my good friend. I am as good
Is that
as a
something
commoner.
Akira? Is that something Akira does pretty well? Perceives?
Average.
Are you proficient?
Are you proficient in the percepticles?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, then we will assume a bard is here, and that bard is half proficient at least, so that'll give you a +2.
I can provide guidance. I can cast guidance.
Oh, you can cast guidance. That is also a good thing.
So
That's helpful.
who wants guidance?
It's looking.
Shadow. Hit Shadow with it anyway.
So
Shadow, I'm hitting you with the guidance.
What is that, a
Roll
4?
a d4. D4.
Yep, D4.
31. That's his perception.
Just
29 plus two.
casual
Okay.
flat roll 31.
All right, so yeah, casual 31, casual 33. So heading out of Rexentrum, getting out of the hill country and farmland around Rexentrum, getting to the well-worn road east, entering into the thicker Pearlbow wilderness of forest. You are. Let me make sure that that's on the. That's a thing. You know now. Heading into the Pearlbow wilderness. Y'all, you know, this is a well-traveled road. And so going down it, you'll overtake people who are running caravans, and a group of more than just a handful of highly armed, highly motivated looking individuals. You notice that like some of these traveling companies, not unlike where several of you started together, they kind of pull off the road almost to like see if they need to be careful for this group of highly armed, highly motivated individuals, or
One of whom is flying a manticore.
one of whom is flying on a manticore,
I'm drifting nearby on a broom.
that's threatening to some people, but you can tell that. Yeah, so people kind of almost like get out of the way as y'all are moving, and y'all are able to keep up an extremely good pace going through.
It's all that morning training.
It's all that morning training coming there.
And there couldn't be anything else.
Thank you.
It's about time. And getting deeper into the Pearlbow, you the signs of winter are here. They're where there's still sunshine, constantly. There's not a lot of frost on the ground, but it's still cold. But getting into the trees, you can see the little buildups of snow and frost that permeate this area as you go and go and go. And you get to a spot probably 7 hours into your journey. You still have a little more go in you, but an area that looks like it was camped, like there was a stop, and there are 8 divots of what look like bedrolled areas.
Are there any...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, looking at that, are there any signs or hints, maybe a scratching of a word in a familiar tongue or something?
Go ahead and make an investigation check yourself.
I'll help you peruse.
That could work.
Oh, so I get to Adventage this.
I've got expertise in it, so yeah, easily.
Double Adventage? No, I'm
No, advantage +2. No.
21.
Okay.
Seeing as we're
All guidance.
okay, D4. I was going to give myself a side bolstered neck and give myself a.
You can do both.
You can do both. You can do both.
Yeah, get more numbers.
So it's D4 and a D.
6.
I mean,
Yeah. Is it 6 or 8 now?
It was 8 at level 12. I haven't checked it.
Oh,
Level
okay.
13. D8.
D8. Oh.
I think it ups with your fighter level or rogue level specifically.
It ups with my rogue level, but the amount I have ups with my overall level.
Yes,
so I'll
yes.
stay at a D8, but I'll keep up.
You'll have 87 of them. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. +6, so 27.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and
So-
recovery that, so I don't actually lose it.
So investigating the area. Was it 27? It's not even that subtle. But you know what you're looking for. But it hits you as odd because there's the fire pit area, right, and the sleeping area kind of around the fire pit area, but right next to a rock that's pretty obviously like a place to sit. You see carved into the ground, to anybody else it would just be markings. To you it looks linguistic, and it's very precise, like a sword made these markings. And you see words like Mother Gith, like Dragon Riders, like becoming your best. Make an insight roll with advantage.
Gladly.
Aaron.
Because I changed my expertises as well, so gladly. Glad I had advantage. 27, naturally.
Love that for you.
The other
You-
roll was a nat 1.
Oh no, only an 11. That would have been terrible. No. This is almost religious.
Mhm.
You recognize some of it.
Mhm.
As like a religiosity that you have been taught.
Almost as if there was a story being told around the fire.
Like there was a story being told around the fire, and a familiar one.
Does Erigen point this out to Akira? Because Akira speaks GIF and knows the stuff. So would Erigen point this out?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely, like, when I'm seeing it, I'm reading off the words in Gith as I'm reading them.
Gotcha. Heard.
This, well, I mean, this is a story we often tell our young ones. Starting with how well we escaped the mind flayers, showing how our culture changed, how we started dragon riding. Yeah, very common story, especially one to tell to young Gith. I'm sure Kira's heard it 10,000 times.
Telling me as a way to scare me to sleep sometimes until I learned that the stories weren't all that scary.
True. No, they never were scary, but would it okay, Jeremy, just to make sure I'm not adding in something that's not there, would it be fair to assume that this story, even of a religious nature, is one typically told to younglings originally?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
This is essentially Gith Sunday school.
And the Bible's
Kind of.
scary.
Kind of stuff. And
Bible's
yeah.
Scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely know that. And I mean, I do find it curious that they found it pertinent to tell this story, being as I mean, they would all know this story.
Can I roll insight into the way the markings have been written to see if they were written hurriedly or carefully, or if you said carefully, if I missed that detail, I apologize.
Yeah, no. These weren't made with a stick. These were carved in with a blade, like chunked into the dirt very, very specifically.
Okay, so that it doesn't look like a hurried scrawl or like a panic. Like that. This looks very intentional and not panicked.
Like a blade was used to carve it in.
Like graffiti.
Kind of, but in dirt, so it is temporary. But nobody has been at this particular campsite since these were carved into the dirt.
Of those that I know that were Gith at the Priory, would I know of any that wouldn't know a tale such as this?
Probably not.
Okay. Kind of turning to the group. I don't quite know why this story would be told beyond just trying to garner hope, create a sense of hope in a dark time, or if children are present. Those are the only two real reasons I can think of telling this tale. And if it's the latter, I'm going to have even more reason to destroy the dragon of whom it comes from.
Well, that sounds like it's going to be a blast.
Kira's just taking a mental picture of the entire scene.
Do y'all stay here or do you push ahead?
So 7 hours of traveling, and we found this. So my thought is either the mind control is pushing them to just travel 24/7 period.
Well, no, you said like this is a spot where like they camped out and
Yeah,
stayed for a bit, so they are taking rests enough, because I mean these divots and whatnot wouldn't be, if they're from bedrolls and whatnot, wouldn't be something that's going to be taking place over an hour or two.
Yeah, that would be over a night's day
at the least.
So that means all of them aren't dead, but he did kill Eltahane.
That we know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of hard. Well,
Somewhat relieved, still angry. It's the only way I can label that.
So I figure either we can take and camp here at this spot, or we can push on a little bit further and make our own.
if they are still traveling, he may still be with them. Do we want to run into them on no sleep?
Well, I mean, I feel we'll end up seeing them before it gets to that point, if we're following.
Did we figure out how long ago this was?
Oh no, we didn't.
We did not.
Could I was gonna say, could the Slayer do that, or Akira help Akira?
Could we do some investigative clues
Yeah.
on how long ago?
Like if it's a
this was?
survival roll, then I'll help Slayer. But if it's an insight roll, then
One or the other.
My insight is a +10. What's your survival?
What's your insight?
+10.
You
Same
do
as
that.
mine.
Oh, so it's either way. It's the same thing. I'll guidance myself.
And
Oh,
I'll give
sure,
you the
sure.
help action on that.
Nice.
I was like, my survival is only +5, so
So what are you
So-
inciting for? Just so that
To see how long ago this camp was made.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna do like investigation on the side.
That's
roll.
gonna be a 16 plus whatever roll.
Did you roll advantage?
Oh,
Help.
advantage.
Yeah, so
help.
help action gives you advantage since I'm fully proficient.
13.
Same thing.
The dice have spoken.
Yeah.
That being said, you know that if anyone had slept here since then, that these markings probably would have been walked over because they're close enough to the fire that people would have just walked back and forth over them.
right.
So we're not far behind them.
You're not
That's
far
what I
behind. Probably still within a day.
So,
So I just relayed to the group. I think we're about a day behind.
so not to be that guy, but I was just wondering while he was doing his insight stuff, if I could actually do some investigation around the site to get a bit more of a pinpoint on that, or if that's just too much.
A pinpoint on that.
Unlike the amount
you're
of
pretty
time.
sure.
Okay.
You're pretty sure it again. If anybody else had used this space, and it's a useful space, it probably would be walked over, and a lot of these clues would have been just lost entirely.
Okay.
So the next question is, we've traveled for 7 hours, so it's about mid-afternoonish.
No, it was mid-afternoon when y'all left Rexentrum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
it's
was.
closing in
Okay,
on
so
nightfall.
we're in the night.
Yeah, and it's winter, so it's definitely like
Oh, definitely dark already.
sun's on the way down, and
Sun's getting low, buddy.
sun's getting real low. Y'all physically could press on. It is
For at least another hour.
for at least another hour, and try and close a bit of distance.
Let's close this gap a bit.
I agree.
Yeah.
Where they were.
And so
Just camp in the same spots as well.
heading on just a few more miles down the way.
Same pace.
Same pace.
Love
Thank you for honoring that role.
Absolutely. Getting a little further down, setting up kind of your own setup.
Our own house of cards. Or wait, that's not usable yet, is it?
It is because it's the end of the day. You'll set it up.
Oh yeah, because it
Excellent.
resets at dawn technically.
Yeah.
All kind of jazz.
If I remember correctly, yes, it recharges at dawn. So being able to head down the way, the house of cards back up. Glorious, not as surprised this time as it pops out, still looking at it wondrously, and then being invited in. Definitely, like she's just kind of like just marveling, not even talking about it, just wow. Y'all are able to get in, get shacked, get settled for the evening, have your food, do as you would normally.
I'll take first watch.
I guess
Alright.
while we're getting ready for dinner, if anyone was wanting to listen, Erdrin would have been telling the story that he recognized at the last camp to anyone who wanted to hear it.
Gotcha.
I'll be listening while I watch.
I'll pull third watch.
I'll pull second watch then, I guess.
Oh, Kira already claimed that one.
Oh, never mind.
Only reason I decided to
okay.
take third.
You get last watch then.
Fourth watch, got it.
Oh
Bridge
wait,
four,
yeah, I forget
four,
this
bridge
character
four.
doesn't have the meditation like Val did,
No.
so I actually have to get a full night,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Right?
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
So,
Bugs on underwear.
needle pulling thread.
Love that. Love that for all of us.
What was that, Ro?
I'll throw it in chat.
Okay.
Seeing if this thing will actually tell me things. There it
I think
goes.
maybe.
Indeed. It's supposed to show me that area right there.
It says no.
Yeah, it's telling me no, and I'm like, but I thought we were
Screams
friends.
telling me no, but my body,
My body!
my body
My
is telling me
body!
yes.
My favorite thing lately has been like singing that first part, right? Like my mind is telling me no, but then at the end being like, but my body is also telling me no.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do it.
I don't fucking wanna.
I tired. Did you not hear me the first time? I tired. God damn it! I tired.
The missile is EP. The missile is
The missile is
the bandits. I need a sleep.
I need to sleep.
And it's like-
Indeed. Yeah. So. Indeed. So, out there along, in the forest, you can tell that the winter is definitely started, but
It's coming.
because the nightlife really does drop off as soon as the sun goes down. But those of you keeping watch,
There's no clubs around here? Shit.
indeed, yeah, those of you keeping watch do end up seeing a pack of 5 large wolves, these dire wolves that go they go around, but they're like they see the obvious structure, and you see them out the window. Yeah.
Please tell me this is happening during Storm's Watch, please.
It's cold outside. Come inside. Come on.
It's like, you must be cold out there. Come in.
And they seem to clear the prey game. There are a few, rabbits and things that still out
Stupid rabbit.
for different reasons, But they're around. And they're around for the entirety of watches. Storm Storm, you see them out there. A whole pack of them.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Just eyeballing my fucking +0 to animal handling.
Damn, I'm actually surprised. I've got a +9.
I know, right?
What do I have?
It's just because I still have a
should go
cursed soul
talk to the
fragment.
Same as you, +0 for me too.
Yeah, it's because I still have a cursed soul fragment. I have a +1 wisdom modifier.
That'd be dope to be able to like ride a direwolf into battle.
I could never ride a direwolf
You
in
could.
the battle.
I could though.
You'd have to go to the Feywild to find a wolf big enough for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone.
As much as I want to, it's a whole pack though.
Yeah, which means I'd have to like slaughter his family and then be like, "Hey, come with me. come with me if you want to live."
I mean,
Everybody knows that trick only works once.
is there anything stopping us from all 5 of the other people who don't have a Manticore companion?
Just
from
adopt the
each
whole
having a
fucking
wolf
pack.
companion?
It's like, hey,
We
you
just
guys look
adopt
like
the
you're
wolf
living
pack?
really hard out here. You want to come with us? We'll like you get scraps all day long, dude. Just help us. Like, you're good.
There's nothing stopping us from doing that, technically.
No,
Want some manticore meat? I got some manticore meat.
not the live one.
Glorious looks up like, you brought dinner directly to me?
Right.
Fresh.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. No. The storm leaves it alone.
Okay.
Where's the salt and pepper?
Here's the call of the wild, but
Indeed.
I want it, but it'd be better if I found you as a pup.
There's a point where that temptation gets quite strong. The group, the pack of them does pass closely by, and then before the dawning hours, flee. As you'll get up in the morning, some of you, enjoying the crisp, cool morning air, you actually find on the front step of the home a pile of red berries, 10 of them left at the stoop of your home.
interesting.
And nobody caught this
Do they
through
look
their.
good?
They when the wolves passed by, they passed by pretty close to the home. They didn't harass the home.
So they traipsed across the front steps.
Very close too. And
Interesting.
Can I send Zan the Fifth in kind of like a grid search immediately around the House of Cards, because it has 10 feet of blind sight?
oh yeah, I mean it's clear. The house.
So would you say we got a long rest?
I'd say you got a long rest. And there are 10 good berries, large, somewhat fresh, especially. Cool
I do
because of
eat
the
a
night.
berry.
You eat a berry. These ones are exceptional. When you bite into it, you feel not only full and satiated, but like a surge of good feeling washing over you as well.
After
Those
seeing
cover an
Storm
entire
snack
day's
one, I'd
worth of
snack
food,
one
right?
too.
It soothes your muscles while you're doing your morning activity, your morning stretches and routine.
Intriguing.
So at least so down to 9.
Oh, I snacked one right after seeing Storm take one. I was like,
Yeah,
well, if he's gonna go for one, I guess may as well.
You feel very much the same. Just that fullness, that lack of need, and then also the soothing, the muscular, and just physical strength that it puts into you. Feels almost
after Shadow
healing.
halfway through eating his berry, he'll just turn to the rest of the people inside that haven't grabbed him yet and be like, "You guys should really these are great. You guys should try them."
You get a chuckle out of the storm when you say "these fuck," and you just kind of
great.
They cover a full day's worth of sustenance, correct?
They do.
These berries fuck.
These ones do actually a little bit more than just that.
excellent.
Yeah, I'll munch on one.
I mean, as long as you like the taste of strawberry mixed with pineapple, it's quite good.
I love that. I love that flavor combination. So yeah,
My
Akira would
brain
definitely
doesn't
want.
know that
I think
combination,
we
but
should
it
remember
sounds
the-
interesting.
You know what? I'll be right back. Hold on.
I think we should
I need to
remember.
make something.
I think we should remember the origin of this character. Canonically, his favorite alcohol is absinthe. I think he's fine with pineapple and strawberry.
Probably.
Indeed.
You've never had
If he can
strawberry
survive
pineapple before.
If he can survive straight absinthe, he can survive.
I mean, it's not
Pineapples and
that
strawberry.
bad.
So, strawberry and pineapple, you said, right?
Indeed. Fucks, don't it?
That's quite good.
Otherwise, we get into perhaps another round of how far, how fast, and how long.
Given Slayer the help action.
Guidance.
And who was helping whom with the percepticles?
I'm assuming it was
bard-
one of the bards.
Or the only bard.
receptacles.
But that bard does have. I don't want to play
Fucking
this person's character,
Nice
but
roll. Fucking
natural-
dirty.
30.
nice.
Because it was a
Um,
natural 20 plus a d4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that bard gives you full perception, Shadow, or
Mhm.
full advantage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I figured that much. Sadly, I got a dirty 20.
All right. Well, then.
Rolled a 6, man.
I think Akira was guidancing you.
I think
Yes.
Akira was.
That too.
Yeah, I did guidance you.
So throw that D4.
So 22.
22.
Okay.
Feeling
Okay.
22.
22. I'm feeling 20.
So making hay, moving in.
I did it.
Took
I was
forever, but
sorry, I have this fucking tangent here. I was wondering how long it was gonna get me. It was gonna take me to get Ro to do that.
yeah. Dude, that's been such a long-running thing.
Hey now. I'm like a soundboard. You can just throw them at me, and I will. The ones I know, I will
We've thrown.
produce.
It's been thrown
I've
like
said it a
so
few times.
many times, and it was the first time that you fucking actually.
Actually,
Oh, that
said
was
it.
the
ran
first
it.
time
Yeah.
I did it?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was the
Yeah.
first time that you
Sorry.
picked it up and went with it as well.
Sorry.
That was good. That was
Okay.
good.
That's okay.
Sorry for making you wait so long. The soundboard is on dial-up, you guys.
That's all right.
Well,
Worth the
well, with your exceedingly good pace, only about 3 hours into the day, you'll actually come upon a pretty gruesome scene.
Oh,
Yep.
It is a thin body pinned to a tree.
I'm assuming that body has no head.
You do in fact assume correctly. This body having been left for a time.
A little bit
Time to
older.
do some
It's-
investigating.
I take it down first.
I can see it fine from here.
I request you take it down, Storm.
Taking what looked like just climbing kit spikes out of
Oh,
hand and shoulder,
no.
gut, leg.
Mm.
Parts of them already picked at by
The forest animals.
by those whom winter has befell.
So with some investigation, can I
So the
tell
White
how long
Walkers.
Yeah.
it's been posted?
Make a medicine check.
Medicine check? Oh,
Yeah.
I was hoping for investigation, but okay.
All
Did
guidance.
you say medicine check? Hold up.
He said medicine.
I do
Who said
not have
medicine?
anything to help you out, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it's okay.
High guidance. That's about the best I can
Okay.
do.
Guidance is something you can do. That does do things.
Hey, that's
So-
a 13.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was like, medicine?
Well,
I said I wanted to look
yeah.
at things.
yeah.
Probably help from a bard, maybe for
Possibly
plus
help.
2.
Possibly help from a bard that would make it a 15.
It would. Yeah.
Thank you for remembering 10.
Yeah.
So, with Luca chiming in a little here and there, you do realize the parts that haven't been tore up yet, they haven't had much, not even just time to rot, but also they're in a very cold environment, a very, this oddly preserving.
I'm just thinking, like,
But
with
it
taking that
hasn't-
in account.
It hasn't, yeah, I'll say taking that into account, it hasn't frozen over and then thawed and then refrozen over and thawed. It doesn't, it's not showing signs of that happening over and over and over again.
Gotcha. So it hasn't been here forever, but it hasn't been here for a very short amount of time either.
Yeah, it probably only a day, maybe a little more than a day.
Gotcha.
That's with the amount of time we know that we're behind them.
And as I'm like looking at it, going over these things, I'll be kind of like talking out loud, in a sense, giving that information to the rest of the group on what I find.
With Luca chiming in, yeah, right on.
Yeah, you have that that realization that as time frames go, you probably did get the head right away.
I mean,
Taking
how
it.
well the hair was coiffed. I mean,
Indeed, taking them down piece by piece, carefully setting them out. You have at least ostensibly complete body.
oh boy.
Being
Great.
able to recover, looking around a little bit, hands and things that would have been missing from obvious consequence, but being able to pull most of that together, you do
Is there
have most of the body.
Is there any jewelry on El Tahane? I'm not trying to loot his body. I'm just looking for like something, a trinket, to have in his memory. Like, is there anything like that left on his body?
Let me double check real fast.
Like I'm not looking for a special item or any sort of magic item, like a ring or a collar, even a bracelet. Like it can even be a rubber band bracelet that says "Live Strong."
Right. Go ahead and make a perception or investigation, your choice.
Oh, I'm better at perception, so I'll try that.
Also, quick question.
That's a 21.
I know we're operating on assumption, but are there any identifying marks that confirms that it is Eltahine is the one who is splayed out in front of us?
Well, as part of that, the clothing, as torn up as it is, you know that the spiraling of blades was in fact his title, mostly because he not because he kept so many blades on him and around him, but was always able to just pop one out as necessary. That be that
marking that comes with that, right?
there is, and kind of along the edge of where some things have been torn away because they were very bloody and very attractive. Right around the edge of things, you can see some of the birthmark discoloration going from, well, kind of the heart area, well, splaying from the neck and reaching down towards the heart and up towards things. You can see some of the residual of that kind of along the shoulder, the part that still survives. As well, the clothing, unless somebody had dressed this person up to make them look like it. The robes of it, the way that it's, you know, layered over the cloth itself, the style of it, very Grimgallerian.
Sorry for stealing from Kier's thing.
I'll take my dagger out. I'll cut a straight piece of his robe off and tie it around my wrist for right now. Like, I'll take a piece of his robe that definitely has like an embellishment that I knew to be his, or like, you know, just knowing that it was his unique style.
Oh yeah. And this kind of deep maroon layered with dark green swirl. Strip of that out.
And then as I do it, I say in GIF, your fight is my fight. And I let Slayer continue to do the rest of the taking of the body down and all that.
Storm.
And looking looking around the area a little bit more.
Sorry, Storm. Sorry.
You see tucked into the roots of a tree adjacent to this one, a shawm, one of those kind of long, almost like a recorder, but it's bigger and better. But you see a shawm that you are actually and absolutely certain was Eltahane's. It looks like it was tucked into the roots there carefully, almost like a subtle marker.
Picked up the shawm and I just put it in my pouch.
All right.
And then I just leave the tree. First I bless the tree in the name of Cord, because I pretty much want to consecrate the area. I mean, just like at least the prayers and all that, kind of like stage it in a way. But yeah, Akira's not saying a whole lot. They haven't really spoken a whole lot since the head incident, but they're definitely not saying a whole lot now outside of prayers.
I guess obligatory sonic whispers as needed, or psychic whispers as needed.
Right.
Go ahead.
And above table, I imagine that the GIF are a little similar to Klingons and some of the traditions. I'm just putting my own kind of two and two together based off of the limited information that they have on GIF backgrounds. So as the storm begins to bury or arrange the parts.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the head to try to put the head with the body,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I will hand it over to you.
We normally do cremation, but that takes a while, and we are on a bit of a hurry.
Luca chimes up. Oh, you don't want to start a fire in the middle of the forest. You have grown.
Well, I mean, as long as we set it up right, we could still do it correctly, but maybe you don't start the fire.
I would argue
only trying to be goofy.
I think we should bury the body with a marker, and we can retrieve it on our way back and give it a proper gift going away. But a fire right now probably would not be the best idea.
Would it I know my own capabilities of restoring life won't restore missing body parts, and it seems that perhaps not those wolves, but some wolves perhaps had gotten to this already. There are
Half chunks missing. That's disgusting.
No, what I mean is there are those who have capabilities above mine, for which might be able to account for those things. I mean, it would be dismissing a great deal of resource from our bag of holding, but if we wanted,
what is the weight limit on that? Is it 500 pounds? Or?
It's 500 pounds.
We're at 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
But
So
I have
if
one.
you have a bag of holding.
I have a bag of holding.
Oh,
I don't have a bag of holding. Storm does.
Right.
But Shadow's got a bag of holding, I'm quite certain. I'll double check real quick, but almost guarantee.
I think that was a thing you definitely had money for.
Yeah, I got a bag of holding, and I've also got the efficient quiver.
Nice. So yes, if we want to keep it and not leave it on the roadside, as either for your manner of burial or for restoring later, I just hate to leave him.
Well, alright, I got an idea here. I seem to have quite a bit more space here in my bag. We could take some of the rations we made. I'll put those in my bag. Sadly, they won't last as long, but we'll just make sure we use those first. And then we can put the pieces in the bag of holding to help keep it preserved. So that way we can keep them with us and then deal with them when the time comes.
Yeah.
Looking to Eridrin and Akira. This is as much as I wish I could claim him. He is your people.
Shadow, I thank you for offering that.
But I just figure it's better than leaving them there on the side of the road. But possibilities endless, out here in the wilderness.
And I mean, I know it's I would also look at Storm, seeing if he is amenable to this redistribution of goods, since it is his bag of holding.
I mean, yeah, whatever you guys want to do. If you want to bring him with us to potentially bring him back, I just hope that you ask him first. How old was he? Did he live a good life?
He
Definitely had an interesting life.
was about 5-10 years past me, about midway through how long we live when we're not in the astral sea.
Right. What generally happens to you all when you die? Like your soul, where's it go?
Well, a normal one, one who hasn't upset Mother Gith. If they're a strong warrior, they're called to fight among our undead hordes. If they serve some other purpose, they go to reside with Mother Gith, and if they have in some way disgraced, and I would reach my own hand back to my greatsword, in some way disgraced Mother Gith, like for example, killing a shard bearer, they go to the Nine Hells.
So he's in hell then? Or has he not killed the short bear?
Yeah, he's kind of
I
weird that you
don't-
brought that one up.
Well, I came to a realization recently. I will be going to the Nine Hells. It's fun times, right?
Here's eyes
Um,
wide.
I mean, it all depends on what you consider a good time.
Sarcasm. Was what I was intending.
It was a little rough.
He would probably end up serving in the hordes, most likely, or spending. He would end up somewhere good, as far as I know him.
Yeah, spending the rest of my life as an undead warrior in a horde really doesn't sound appealing to me. But if that's what y'all go for, I mean,
It's honorable to many. Others allocate themselves to service in other ways.
right. So, yeah, I mean, I guess if you ask him first, if he wants to come back, it's
No, I agree. I would definitely ask him.
But yeah, we'll bring him along for the interim.
Thank you, Storm. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So, Buff Table, how much does Eltahane's corpse weigh?
That is a good question.
The remaining weight is about 90 pounds.
90 pounds. Okay, so then put 90 pounds of manticore meat in your bag of holding and label it manticore jerky, because we did say we were going to turn some of it, a good portion of it, into jerky. And so
we
I would
said
obviously
whatever
give you the portion that would keep better in the bag of holding versus the bag of colding.
Right.
Yeah, that's explicitly what we said. We said whatever we couldn't get in the bag of colding, we were going to go ahead and cook so it'd last.
Make jerky or whatever. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that, and I'll subtract 90 from here, and then put Eltahane's corpse in.
Blessings.
Excuse me.
All right,
Sorrows,
bag of
sorrows,
holding,
prayers.
manticore jerky, 90 pounds added.
Nice.
Yeah, that puts my bag of holding at just over 100 pounds out of its 500 now.
Well done.
It's not
Well
holding
done.
a whole lot yet, but it's there. I like having the ability to hold lots.
And
Right.
all of a sudden, it has become extremely important.
Yeah, I'm now recognizing I may have made the wrong choice giving Storm a shield opportunity, but it is what it is.
I have a feeling little by little I'm going to end up becoming like the camp chef too.
C'est la vie.
I had to fight Storm for that one.
Not really.
Heading on further, it's only about another 2 hours, so only about 5 hours into your travel, that you come across another campsite. Y'all are making extremely good time today, realizing that you are in fact closing in another site, now of only 7 bedrolls.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to ask about.
And
Like, so how similar?
yeah.
How cold
now,
is the fire? Standard questions,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, now of only 7 bedrolls. It was quenched. It looks pretty fresh. Also sword marks denoting this time you actually do see again Mother Gith, and then souls traveling cycle of life, eternal battle.
So, dumb question, but I always have to ask it because passives. With a passive 22 investigation, anything pop out?
That was part of why I didn't, in fact, because y'all knew what you were looking for now, I did not require a roll.
Okay.
But,
I was
For a
talking just
tree.
about passives.
well, but that's what I mean. Is
Yeah,
we
no, I
can
get
go
you.
on passive scores when you kind of already know something. But in fact, at this point now, from here,
I would like to amend a statement when we get a chance.
okay, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh no, I was going to let you do your thing first.
Okay. As you are getting here, you start to hear a song.
Great.
No, not everybody. Just Eredrin.
Oh, crap. Let me guess. Wisdom save?
Right?
Eredrin, wisdom save.
Yep. I would like to amend my statement from earlier, though. He would not have joined the undead hordes because he's not in the astral sea, so he is with Mother Gith.
Indeed. Simple.
As far as I know.
I don't like you having to make this wisdom save right now.
I think we're all in that same boat of that. Oh no, wisdom save? These are never good.
Does he have a chance to like
roll?
mention he hears music or?
Well, y'all hear it too, but it's not calling to you in the same way
Okay.
because he has you all psychically linked.
Yeah, y'all are hearing it coming out of my head, apparently.
Yes, indeed.
Great.
Could I argue that would definitely cause Luca to start doing his counter charm thing?
Well, he has a very particular counter charm thing now.
Oh, he has a reactionary counter charge.
Yeah, we're waiting on you to throw your save first.
Oh,
It
it's based
dumped
on
off of a 17
That's
onto
okay.
a 3.
That's
That
okay. Seeing that you are starting to fight this, he will immediately whip into a counter charm, and not only give you a reroll but advantage on the reroll.
Let's go.
Thank God.
And can I? No, it's a saving throw. I can't guidance.
It got better.
It did.
Um,
Not by much, but it did.
yeah. No amount of spice is going to save that. So
No,
Indeed.
I mean other than
Let's
like
go.
buying another advantage, but I don't know at that point.
I have a. Can I pass it? Is the question.
With no modifier, you can pass it. It's extremely hard.
Yeah. No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I guess I'm charmed. I'm assuming.
There is some charm, and it for you. It's like hearing hymns, like this almost battle hymn that is calling you to battle,
Oh.
calling you to arms, calling you to battle. It's
Yeah.
it's drawing you. It's drawing you
sounds
further
familiar.
down the it's drawing you further down the path. Okay, and your feet just want to go. They just want to go.
Sorry to cut in, but do any of us members see him just wandering off at this point?
That was about to be my question. Thank
Oh.
you, Teddy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you haven't forgotten your friends, at least.
For the record, almost as, I guess, kind of a form of like a last act of protection before the charm really sets in, I would shut off the psychic whispers. Walk over to Glorious.
Just before shutting off. Help!
Nope, just
No, I
shutting off the. Walk over to Glorious. In giant. We're going go.
Oh no, you're not. Oh no, Akira is dashing. No, if I doubt I even have to move that fast to get there. But yeah, I am getting in between him and that damn manticore.
All right, this is where we roll initiative real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say at the same, like, I was right there with with Akira on like na.
Beat a 12.12. You beat a 12.12.
Oh, yep, absolutely. So, y'all are able to, as Eridrin starts to move back towards Glorious, y'all intercept.
I'm starting bonus action past them, or bonus action. No, action step of the wind past them towards Glorious.
All of force between him and Glorious.
You just box up Glorious in a box.
I box Eridrin up.
Oh, so
Mama
So
said
my
box you
Eridrin in a
out.
box.
all
My
right. So
Misty Step burns. Then.
no.
Wait, it's a bonus action.
Well, that's the thing is you let off the wall of force. You walk into that wall of force, and then you misty step through.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
Damn.
So
And,
am I hearing it's about time for me to shoot him in the shoulder?
Eridrin's mounting
Storms?
up onto Glorious. Storm, what are you doing?
I was about to say, what's Storm's dexterity? Because if it's higher than mine, he can.
0.16.
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, so technically
So
he
what
can
do
go
you-
before
yeah.
I Misty Step.
yeah. What are you going to try to do?
The storm's kind of torn. Like, he wants to stop Eridrin, but at the same time, he's like, but we could just follow him to where they're at. So
That will mean when we get there, I'm fighting alongside the enemy.
For now.
for now.
Yeah.
If the storm says that aloud, Akira will actually agree, and we just stay close, and we.
So, mind you, how much travel have we done today so far, Jeremy?
Only about 5 hours.
Okay, so it's not too bad. Okay, never mind. Not that bad of a day then. I thought we had
No,
made like
it's
a little
not.
stop and then kept going. Well, we did, but it wasn't as long as I was expecting.
Yeah, you made
I
a
will
little
attempt
stop
to
at about
stop
3.
Eredrin.
You made a little stop at about 3, and then you made a little stop at about 5
Or
of 8.
I guess would you like to delay your action because I don't think you can touch me with the wall
Yeah.
around me.
Yeah, what are you wanting to? How are you wanting to try and stop them from leaving?
Grapple the manticore.
No, I'll move to stand near Glorious, and I guess I will hold an action to grab Eredrin and try to, prone him essentially if he appears within my grasp or comes within my grasp.
Trying to remove him from the saddle if
essentially.
Okay.
But also I will.
He has shadow form tricks. He has so many other tricks. So yes. Being ready for it.
Yeah. I will also say, what is it, Eredrin? What do you hear? What is wrong?
Am I able to reply with like?
Yeah, you misty step out of the box and into the saddle, and you're right there, right next to him. He's about to try and grab you.
I'll just.
I'm being called to arms. I'm rejoining my brother in arms, my brothers and sisters. We're going to battle.
Yeah, no, you're not.
All right.
So I got to beat a 32.
You gotta beat a 32.
Okay. Wait,
strangely possible for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
That
it
is
is.
I got to roll an 18, 19, or 20.
And you have other abilities that can help.
I do.
You know what? I'm
18. I'm not beating it with that.
Not beating it with that.
kidding. I
Nope.
can't guidance myself. It's still
Yeah,
what
I
it
know,
was.
I know.
My side bolstered knack won't get me past that.
All right, so yeah, you appear and he suddenly just grabs and lifts you out of the saddle.
So okay,
And so then I
you
will.
didn't hear the end of that, Jeremy.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we can hear you.
I said Doomerin just grabs you basically by the chest plate and just lifts you up and down to the ground. Akira,
Okay, so-
you have another moment, or shadow. Luca.
I will say one more thing as I put him to the ground. I'll say, "Who's calling you? We're right here. Your friends are here."
Ultimately, Mother Gith, but our master, Zeloth.
Okay.
When my turn came, did I get another chance to fight the charm or no?
No, not
Okay.
on your turn.
Cool.
You'll see the color drop from Akira's face, and they will approach Eredrin. Who is your master again?
Zeloth.
You have no master.
No. But he calls. We must answer.
No, you don't. You have him prone, right, Storm?
Yes.
Currently.
Akira is going to tie Eredrin up.
Well,
Is there a form of resistance for that?
I'll say you can begin to try to tie Eredrin up.
Actually, more importantly, Akira is going to remove Eredrin's weapons.
Smart.
There are a number of them.
Yeah, that may take you several actions, my friend. My list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weapons for you to draw.
I mean, I'm not gonna beat him up. I don't want to do that.
He could lead us there.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay. So
Yeah, that is the argument being made before. Go ahead.
Storm, let him go. We'll follow.
let me go weaponless? Okay.
Oh no, he
Said let him go. We'll follow.
Glorious. Time to get.
and she looks deeply confused by the whole back and forth there, but then as you mount back up to glory.
Can I say something to Glorious before she takes off?
Oh sure. I mean, you can telepathically message her.
I'm going to resummon Zephyr and send Zephyr along with them, and I'm going to tell Glorious, no matter what he asks of you, when you get to the destination that he says stop or land, don't land.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. That's not gonna cut it.
Which is like
And she
what's the counter roll for her?
there's a DC.
Okay.
And no, she's easily influenced, but not quite that easily.
But I'm sending Zephyr. I'm sending Zephyr with them though, and just to have an extra set, because that way.
Oh yeah.
That way we can, as we track behind it, I can see what Zephyr sees, know what Zephyr knows, and Zephyr can fly nonstop with them.
Just to confirm, you did or did not take my weapons?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't take your weapons, and I am going to send Zephyr along with them, and Zephyr is going to stay as in contact with me as much as he can. I know there's a range. So
There is a range.
So hopefully that we'll stay close enough to where we can check in on occasion. But no matter what, at least there'll be an extra set of eyes for a while.
I mean,
So as Glorious's wings whip out and begin to climb with the both of them on her back, Zephyr pops out, here's your mind, and kind of gives that little dragon thumb claw up and holds on tight.
So Shadow will also hop on his broom and keep a very, very distant following on them.
Nice.
Kind of like weaving through the trees and whatnot, trying to stay out of sight from distances, but keeping eyes on.
Yeah,
I was actually gonna say the storm would look to Shadow as Glorious and Eredrin take off and be like, "Can you stay on their heels?"
Quite easily.
Do it. We'll be behind you.
Sounds good.
And fly speed's 50, so y'all they would be able to keep track, keep pace pretty easily, in fact.
Mm-hmm. So do I need to roll a stealth to be a little more hidden in the trees, or is that even possible while whipping through the air on the broom?
I mean, it's possible to be stealthy on the broom, but
I think at least in Aragon's
Obscured
mind right
from
now-
sight, I think you could do it. Quiet, maybe not.
I mean, I'm
And
just
I was
whipping
gonna say,
through the
in
trees.
Aragon's
It's just
mind-
wind, but depending on how close I
Yeah,
am to certain
so go ahead
entities, would,
so go ahead and stealth.
In Aragon's mind, like, you guys are his allies, and he's expecting you guys to join him in the battle.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, like, I'm not
So-
looking at you as like, don't follow me.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, all of that being said, this is setting the group to pace. Thankfully, somebody rolled a dirty 30. Sorry,
No
a very
shit.
natural 30.
Right.
Uh,
That being said, I know Akira can move fast on their own. I think Luca would be the one slowing us down. So I would, with or without Luca's permission, I would pick Luca up and be like, "We're moving." Like,
What about Asher? Don't forget Asher.
I could probably carry Asher too.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
See, and hindering terrain doesn't matter for me anymore. I move all around it.
Oh yeah.
Indeed, you, everyone gets to see here, especially in the closeness of trees, gets to see exactly how nimble Akira has become. Being able to run from tree to tree, being able to leap from a branch on one tree, use it to springboard, and then also push with their own power to leap to another branch and just keep the movement, keep pace, running. It's a sight to see.
It's kind of like when you see anyone who's ever watched Naruto when they run through the woods and they're just
Yeah.
like tree to tree to tree. Akira's pretty much doing that, but
yeah.
staying in sight of the storm and Luca and the party itself, but also keeping pace enough to see at least shadow from my vantage points.
I don't know about seeing me. Might see the broom,
Well,
but
not-
you ain't seeing me.
Well, okay, we'll see the broom. That's fine. I'll see the.
No, I'm kidding. You probably
yeah.
would know. but-
Obvious
Well, yeah.
manticore with a green person on it.
Yeah, there's it sets y'all into a bit of chase, and even riding on a broom, even well practiced, even with determination, it leads into the night. And immediately, y'all realize that that you're not going along the well-traveled road anymore, because Eredrin has the ability to soar above the trees.
Well, it's
So
the
rather-
guys, my friends.
Rather than a northerly easterly direction, he begins cutting distance off of the travel and begins going into the road, or going into and over the forest. That being said, 3 hours into it, end of the traveling day, Eredrin, do you stop?
You risk exhausting your mount.
But is he allowed to?
Yeah, am I?
Jeremy, your dungeon master and the world around Eredrin is asking. Does Eredrin stop, or does Eredrin continue their insistence to answer the call?
I'm charmed, but I know I'm going into battle, and I think
Yes.
Eredrin knows enough that if we're going into battle, at least even if I'm going on the wrong side of it, I don't want to go into it tired.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Yes, you go into battle, but you don't want to go into battle 3 days no sleep. So Erdrin would light down to rest for the night. Yeah. It'd be very bare bones, like literally like just draping his jacket over himself, laying his hat over his eyes. Essentially being like,
Snuggle up with the
make
manticore.
trade shifts for Watch Glorious. Going to sleep for a couple hours.
The rest of the group, because of the pace that y'all had already rolled for before, able to keep up and push through, and Erdrin, shortly after you decide to stop, your friends gather around you again.
Yeah, at the very least, with the party and whatnot, if they weren't able to get there as quick as I was, because I'm zipping through the trees just as well, I'd double back to let them know of what's going on.
Oh yeah, no, it's actually like because of the pace of this party.
Kept up pretty good. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Almost like we all want to be fast.
No way.
Gotta go faster. Anyway,
Sonic has nothing on us, you guys.
I would actually say that would we maybe want to like keep our distance so that like if he's scryed on, we're not in the immediate area, like.
I think you're probably a little late for that one. A little bit. That's not a bad idea, though.
I mean, so stay 20 feet away, like.
I don't know.
Maybe. I guess that could work.
Because
I mean,
Scry
if
has a
we're
very
just planning-
short range.
Yeah, it's like if we're
actually,
planning
no.
on-
Scry stays within a short range. It sees as far as people see.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
it sees what you can see. It's just only
Yeah.
sits in a
I
certain
thought it could
area.
only see the range
can-
that it can move.
Yeah. No, it moves with its target, and it stays within 10 feet of its target. But
But it can see what can be seen.
indeed, it just doesn't give you special sight unless you have some very specific things. But so, with
A needle
that,
pulling thread.
settling down, is there anything else to be done right now?
Me actually.
Yeah.
Settling down to rest. Before I go to sleep, I would take the time. I'm charmed, but I still have some wherewithal. And I've always been a stickler for making sure the dead are put to rest carefully. I would start making preparations for some chains for burial for
Okay.
Eltaheim. Not actually like forging anything, but like doing the calculations, making measurements, all that jazz.
You've got a bunch of silver on you. You start doing all the prep work for, like, hey, we're going back to I'm gonna find another forge soon. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I could
Makes
set one
sense.
up. I don't feel like it, but yeah.
right.
So yeah, just a little bit of prep work for the burial chains.
Is there any of us that that can do anything about magic?
I mean, I could stab him, and sometimes that breaks connections, but I don't know if that's gonna work here.
We could wait till he falls asleep and clobber him over the head. Knock him unconscious. That usually severs a connection.
Yeah,
You might wake him. You might wake him up pissed, but yeah.
He won't know.
You're not here for the conversation. Shh.
I know. I'm saying above table, you might
Ro
wake him
is
up.
the Aragonism.
Yeah. I'm not doing a voice character, so it's hard to tell now. I know.
No, I'm just flicking your shit, because why not?
But anyway, I mean, yeah, we could wait till he falls asleep and clubber him over the head. Unfortunately, I don't really
Jeremy?
know much about breaking these sorts of magics with magic.
Would stunning strike break the connection?
Only for a very short amount of time. It would break it in the same way that it normally breaks a connection of somebody to their own will.
But long enough.
So
But-
would
but
he have
long
to
enough to-
re-roll for the connection again for it to be picked up
Probably,
again?
probably not.
Would he be awake enough for us to kind of like Manchurian candidate him a little bit?
Well, no, he's unconscious.
Yeah, no, he'd be kind of out of it. If you stunned him.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Never mind.
Can I throw an above table thought? It is not impossible to lie to Erdrin. It is absolutely not impossible to do that. There are ways that you could convince him to shield his own brain, which would break the charm.
It'd be hard.
Would be hard, yeah, but not impossible. Like, for example, a particular item.
I'm still actually okay with him leading us to where this is. To be honest.
Especially since he's potentially faster than the other group that's traveling, we could maybe
Right.
get to Zealot before the other group. And
Exactly.
yeah.
I think we leave him be for now. Yeah, I don't like it, but
I really don't like it either.
it's
Yes.
the most direct path we have.
It's kind of using his own tactics against him, but
So what I'm hearing is we're gonna have to have a watch just to keep an eye on him when he decides to leave, so we can all keep up.
well, yeah. I mean, standard watch procedures anyway, you know.
Yeah, but
But
sadly,
we would want to be particularly watching him.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of that splitting.
So maybe you should take last watch since you're the most perceptive of us. You'll be able to
Yeah.
track when he wakes up.
No problem.
And
You'll
Zephyr
be
doesn't
able to
need
keep up when he wakes up.
sleep, right?
Oh, and Zephyr,
RJs.
Zephyr needs sleep. Zephyr, Zephyr's a creature.
Okay, he needs sleep. Okay, never mind.
But does he rest while he's put away?
Well, he can, yeah.
Mhm.
So if you want him put away, he can rest while he's put away. But if you want,
I was just
if you
wondering
want to
if he
snuggle
was.
your dragon,
I was just wondering if he was resting prior to then only just being pulled out as Erdrin took off. So he's been theoretically, I guess, been rested up until he got brought back out.
yeah.
Jeremy,
When y'all rested, when y'all rested, he rested.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy,
Yes.
can I DM you one other thing I want to do as my nightly preparations before going to bed?
Listening. Don't you normally, anyways? Sorry.
Watching,
Waiting.
anticipating.
Commiserating.
Yeah, it's the
That's
word
the
I
one.
knew that was needed to be, but I didn't want to use it. Watching what he's doing to relay it to the party.
I'm watching. But-
You would see Erdrin fiddling with a coin.
This.
Indeed.
So I can do that?
Sure.
I do that.
That's exactly how that works. That's how the Force works.
Oh.
I do that.
But yes. So, doing as normal. The terrain of the forest not being as much of a hindrance to those of you who are somewhat fast and familiar with things. When Eredrin wakes back up, gets right back to it. It's that determination of I have place to be, I have stuff to do, I have this, that, and the other. As you're getting yourself together, you feel the pulse again go ahead and make yourself a merry little wisdom save.
All right.
Is that survival for the pace, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Do I need to do
And-
percepticles for the group again, or with me being separated slightly, or?
No, y'all weren't separated slightly. Y'all,
Well, now, yeah, for sure.
yeah, everybody.
I'll do the percepticles again.
I'm still charmed.
The
I'm assuming.
19. Luca would be trying to counter charm for you again, seeing that there's a moment of possible lucidity.
16.
Okay.
Still
Does
charmed?
not. Is still charmed. But you are feeling it still, and you start actually, like, there's an obvious, like, push against it, and then you shake it and get right back to work, and Luca takes a moment and, all right, if we have one more night of rest, I have an idea. It might work. And if this is a thing that works after a resting period, I might be able to catch him in his mind. Might.
Morning travel's just right before I leave. I would like to take a quick moment to hunt some breakfast for Glorious. I'm just gonna munch on a ration, but Glorious and I, as we're traveling, just if we see something, strafe run, get it for Glorious.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's relatively easy. You are in a wilderness that is alive and well. As opposed to even higher up in the mountains, where it's actually a lot less there. Here in the valley, it is a lot of a lot, and it's almost to the point that, like, Glorious sees all the food, and, like, there's a moment where she gets hungry and food, and you encourage it, and she just kind of, like, takes you between trees and just snatches up some game and just, like, crushes it in her claws. The things, these airsick lowlanders, not nearly as strong as she, and just being able to just crush and tear and keep flying.
It's fantastic, Glorious. Off we go. To glory and to battle.
Fantastic. Glorious. Yes. And so continuing to continue. Now it's Eredrin who gets to roll their own survival. And see if we're competing with that 19 for pace.
Side bolstered neck.
It is what it is.
So here's my D8.
Long as they're close together. Yeah, yeah,
16.
Sorry.
yeah, really close together. Okay. So yeah. I mean, these are the first few days of domestication for Glorious. So flying with passenger for a relatively long distance. This endurance flying. She's not exhausting, but she is definitely, it's not quite her full pace. The rest of the group is easily able to keep pace with you all.
By the way, like, when we're
Yes.
lighting down and landing and stuff, I am, like, checking because I know Glorious is still new to having passengers, so I'm checking the straps to make sure they're not rubbing anywhere, and anywhere that it is rubbing, putting a little bit of I guess like leather balm that I would have for my
Right.
leatherworking kit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
About halfway into the traveling day, as the group continues to follow through the forest, as the group breaks the tree line, you realize that you have in fact cut off a not insignificant amount of your travel, because you have in fact found a pack of 7 gith. In probably a mile off as you break the tree line. Eridrin, what do you do first, as you would be at the front of that?
Looking down, can I see faces? Can I see recognizable?
I mean, it's from a mile off.
Oh, from a mile off.
Yeah. So about a mile off, you see a pack of 7. 6 of them look city dressed, like denizens of Rexentrum, much like you would expect, not extraordinarily prominent weaponry or things because of the nature of people.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is taller, broader shouldered.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that this one has at least some plate on over the warm hood and things that they have up and over themselves. The sleeves kind of sticking out through the chest plate and shoulder pauldrons. And enormous. I mean, even from a mile off, you can see if somebody who has a big fuck off sword on their back. And you see someone in very githly looking chest and shoulder and the waist, this half plate. That they're wearing and marching along. You can tell that this one perhaps is most senior among them.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to fly closer.
As the rest of the group clearing out to the clearing. I mean,
great. Now I have nothing to hide behind.
Yeah, Shadow, you realize that they picked up the pace as hard as they can, which you can keep up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like if Glorious has a dash action.
Yeah. She was conserving it for a couple hours, but now it's time to sprint, real hard sprint.
Time for the zoomies.
So
and like saying Glorious, there's our target. There's who we're joining in battle.
And from a ways off, the giant shouts of "Join battle!" are shouted. Y'all in the back are aware. Clearing the tree line very shortly after Shadow. Y'all see them.
Would definitely. Do we clock that they're picking up pace?
You clock that Eredrin is picking up pace, and thusly Shadow picking up pace.
Okay, and we heard the shouts of like battle or whatever have you.
Yeah, from the shouts of join battle from Glorious.
So
Okay.
roughly what time of day is it right now?
About midday.
Okay, so I'll be like, with my flying, I'm gonna be like, now with no trees and whatnot, I'm gonna be just above ground level.
All right,
I don't want to be up in the sky being midday with no cover or anything. It's kind of easy to spot something like that.
Taking yourself down to the floor.
Hood
Still
up
doing
on your
my-
cloak of elven kind.
Always, it's always
Yeah.
up unless said otherwise.
Cloak of Kevin Klein. Got it.
Yeah, Coke of Kevin Klein. Yeah,
Let's
I can
go.
speak good words.
Assuming,
That's probably good
Slow-
quality Coke.
Right,
You know,
dude.
yeah.
Kevin Klein.
probably tastes
No, no.
probably tastes really good. You know, kind of like straight from the fountain Coke.
Oh yeah.
God,
Or like a glass
got,
bottle.
got,
Yeah.
got that extra.
Yeah, I was
spice
talking about
to
soda. What do you guys think I was talking about? Fuck, God.
It's got that real crisp spice to it, you know.
Mhm.
Spicy.
Assuming I'm flying about, I'm still at just above the tree line level. I would direct Glorious to go downward in elevation enough to where, as I get closer, I can pre-warn the fact that I'm not an enemy to this group, by either speaking or
You could
calling
psychically
out,
connect to him once you get close enough.
That's what I was really thinking. Like,
That's true.
especially if I see my brother, throwing out a psychic link to my brother.
Indeed.
That being said, I will actually I'll toss out my Bloodhawk.
Nice.
Because I'm realizing that my Bloodhawk, I think, flies faster than the both of you.
How fast it
60
go?
feet?
60 feet, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll also send my flying snake forward as well, because it flies at 60 as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
But when I get my Bloodhawk out, does it seem to have like its own like consciousness, or is it like just a bird, no empty brain, no thoughts?
It has at least some consciousness to it.
Okay.
It's simplistic, but it
Right. Okay. Kind of like
it accepts commands.
kind of like dumb AI.
Yeah.
So you're not able to have the similar communication that I and Akira have with our familiars?
No, but that's fine.
Well, I'll
it's-
say each of you gained your familiars through so slightly different means. But well, that's what I mean. Is that it's like that level? It's that level of communication.
Oh, okay. All right.
Limited, but
Limited, but right. I just was trying to figure out if it was, I guess, sentient enough to have its own name, or if I should perhaps name it. So.
Like a special
Yeah.
edition butt or something.
Oh yeah, I'll take a name. I'm usually assigned to people, and they name me. And
What do you want?
Very good.
Very quiet tone.
Why don't we call you Tempest?
that's lovely.
Yes. Tempest, if you don't mind, keeping an eye on that manticore rider in front of us, I would appreciate it.
Oh sure, your friend.
Yeah. That's psychic communication. That's what the storm sounds like in his head.
Much more eloquent and put together.
Much more justice sounding.
Right.
That's how it do. That's how it is.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that scene. Torbeck thinks he sounds very
Exactly.
elegant.
Yeah.
But yes, so as you send Tempest off. He just up and goes right away.
He's a Bloodhawk. I feel like, that looks natural in this area, versus like flying snakes and dragon things.
Indeed. Supposed to be like.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And
Right.
manticores with very tall green people on the back of them.
Who knows, really? Who knows?
It's me.
A small Catman broom.
You should have.
So the Catman dude.
Yeah, I know.
Broom.
I know. That's exactly where my brain went to.
If you give a cat a broom.
It's the Catman broom. Oh God, it's the Catman broom. He's here to bring the Catman doom.
The way we're saying it reminds me of the word portmanteau.
Indeed.
And I love
Sorry, I was setting up this new map, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see things, and then I was like, "Wait, what? Why?" And then I realized
Temporary
that I had expanded the map too far, and so because now it can go over the edges. That stuff I was marveling about the other week, but now it's like it'll show that stuff, but then not actually line up
Show that.
quite as well. Yeah, show that thing. Anyways, so there we are. There it was. Barbecue sauce.
There was barbecue sauce, there was titties. there was
Yeah,
everything.
all sorts of things.
It's barbecue sauce all over these titties.
Are there any other preparations people want to make on their way
I mean,
to
mine,
catching up?
as soon as I see my brother, psychic link, but that's about it. Good
Okay.
God, this is a huge ass map.
Sure. I will become large and increase my speed.
Well, I guess knowing that we're coming in on something like this, I'll use the fucking key and cast invisibility on myself. So I'm curious. So while riding the
Hi, curious.
broom, shut up. While riding the broom and whatnot, and I cast invisibility on myself, does that cast invisibility on the broom too? Because it's a part of.
You are riding the broom. It is your object to control.
So it goes invisible when I do the invisible.
Yes.
Okay. I was just wanting to
Akira-
clarify to make sure that a broom isn't just floating through the sky.
Akira is going to just double time speed it towards the give, given that they suspect that Arik is among them. So pretty much once word is given, Akira is going to that we're coming up on these gifts. Akira will actually pick up the pace.
Good to know.
Oh, that's what we are.
All right, and I gotta make sure. There we go.
Oh, let me get back to the maps.
I
Make
don't
sure
know.
we
If Eric,
have that.
I don't know if Eric's in the group. I'm assuming.
Indeed.
And you know what assuming does and all that good jazz. But
Makes an ass out of you and me.
All right, so let's.
F is for friends who do things.
Real quick, Jeremy, before you go through this, I've been thinking this in my head for a long time. Is there a possibility that with my broom, instead of just being the standard broom, it looks like it has 2 small seats attached on it, but they're not actually seats? It's so that way I can stand on the broom? Or do I have to stay seated? Because the way it words how you ride the broom is that you could stand astride it.
Yes, standing astride is with the thing between your legs, like a bicycle.
I was just making sure. I wanted to get clarification.
But you could have stirrups like Wash did on his, so that you could balance and take shots while you're flying.
Yeah,
That is also true.
very true.
or you
That-
could take inspiration from Eredrin and get yourself a nice little harness.
Aren't
Okay, no los dos.
Yeah. Porque no los.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Porque no los dos.
Por qué Maria?
Why not both?
All right, so there we go.
Porque no Maria.
Okay, good to
I
know.
gotta get you guys here on the screen now.
I gotta figure out orientation on where I need to zoom in and whatnot.
There's Aerodrin.
There I am.
There's Storm.
Oh, the squares are 10-foot squares. Oh, this is twice as big of a map.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Jeremy's making my
It's
brain
a
hurt.
big map.
Wait, you keep. Where am I going?
I don't know.
Worry about it.
I'm trying.
We're
Right
figuring
now,
this out.
we're doing it live. Okay, we're doing it live.
Because I kept trying to zoom in on myself, and then it kept running away from me, and I was like, "Stay."
Don't worry. You're gonna keep moving away. Don't worry. It's fine.
Good.
Everything's
No,
okay.
it's fine.
I'm not
How are you
freaking out. You're freaking out. It's okay.
I'm kind of freaking out right now because I'm kind of like about to probably have to fight you guys.
You are freaking out, man.
Can't see the map. That's my problem.
Wait, you can't see the map?
Nope. I have nothing but green space.
Oh, zoom out.
Way out. Wow.
Yeah, way out. Then you'll probably find the grassy area.
Grassy block.
Yeah.
It's Minecraft, you guys.
Yeah, congrats. We're in Minecraft.
Does anybody know if Beardy and Luca chose combat Jaegers?
I find it hard to believe. I mean, I know I've chosen Justice as mine.
Yeah, and I've chosen you.
Yeah. We work well with each other. Granted, I'd have to do a little bit of reading to make sure I know all of your stuff in the future, but...
Mine's pretty simple. Hit things really hard, occasionally smite. Occasionally double smite.
Yeah, but I'm talking
Having
about like
most
the
recently
extra...
done a
Yeah.
having most recently done a bard and having never done a sorcerer, do y'all want me to take up Luca as the Jaeger?
No problem.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I don't mind doing Kassir unless somebody else wants to.
I was gonna volunteer, but like I feel you'd probably do it a little bit better because you got a little more knowledge.
I was like, I have
Yeah,
some good caster knowledge
Yeah,
in general.
I don't. My one caster was fucking Val, so
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
didn't even do much casting.
For the record, Lucius will not be optimized as I run him. He will operate under the most simple of terms.
Given enough prep time, I feel like I could probably run anybody.
Right. I mean, to be honest, like with about like 30 minutes of time to actually look through stuff, I feel I could run a character pretty well. Granted,
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss a couple things. It is what it is. But
Granted, I'm not going to run it well, but I can run it, even with 2 hours prep time. I've
The
been
only,
running Aerodrin so many hours.
Wow.
the only favor I ask is that Jeremy hits the long rest button on the characters who weren't able to hit the long rest button on themselves.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing I can't do.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Icon.
Interesting.
Yeah. Done.
It's
Did.
kind of weird, like even though,
Thank you.
oh, I guess it's just because it's a public, you don't have actual control over it.
Yeah,
You can
we don't
just-
have actual control. We can just view it and say the things we're doing.
Yeah, but you can't modify.
You can't check off their resources, I don't think either. Yeah, no. But you can say the thing and type it out in chat, and then we can keep record of it.
Later.
And yeah.
And you can click to make it do the rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it goes.
Yeah.
Well. All right, and so I think there's supposed to be a Manticore under here.
I think so.
Somewhere.
Manticore Under You, the name of my high school punk rock band.
Like it.
I love that Eric has the hat too. I live for that.
Ah.
Kind of like he's based on me.
Kassir's also still only level 12.
Still hasn't gotten his level up and whatnot.
He didn't pick a level up or nothing, no.
How
He also was
dare
highly
you?
absent last week, so
He
Almost
was.
like he had so much going on this week. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's okay.
almost like we'll run him a level down.
That's fine.
We've been running this party on
A level down. The name of my high school punk rock band.
Hey. That's where I saw you the first time. Battle of the Bands, 2017.
Yeah, that's when I was in high school.
That's when I was in high school.
And when?
2017.
Yeah, I get it. I'm the young one.
Oh
I get it.
my.
Yeah, right,
Oh
dude?
my.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I
Feel old.
graduated 2010.
All of you feel old.
I graduated 2013.
Oh, and I feel even older.
I'm gonna wither away into mummy dust. It's fine.
I was a 6th grader then.
God.
Yeah.
None of that makes me feel old. So I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Wait, no. I was a 7th grader then.
Permanent denial.
No, it's not. No, that's how I live my life. I don't believe in letting myself get old, mentally. So
That's fair.
whatever.
I
don't feel
he's
old
just
in
saying he
mental
lost track
capacity.
because he graduated in a year that started in 19. Okay.
Dang. Just catching strays. Dang.
It's fine. You're
Ah.
only as old as your ability to process new information.
That's true.
Exactly.
Well, son
Cheers
of
to
a bitch.
that.
I guess
So I'm
aged.
90s.
I'll drink to that.
Nice to meet you guys.
Well then, as Eredrin and Co dash a little bit ahead, the others do hear the wing flaps and actually stop and turn. And Eredrin, you see standing next to the leader, especially as his hood looks up and then comes off the one of the two of you that does have both ears fully there.
Yeah.
Eric, you see a few others from the Priory following along suit, and
Do I
then
recognize everyone or no?
oh yeah,
Okay,
these are
everyone-
these are your people.
Okay, so none of them are the dragon. Good to know.
The last one, though, the one at the end, also not the dragon.
How far behind is Akira from this? Considering I did say Akira started to double their pace to catch up.
You'd be able to,
135? Oh,
I'll say you would have been able to get a bit ahead of the rest, but the thing that hits you like a fireball from 150 feet, Eredrin, is an elder face. A face that you haven't seen in about 2 decades, almost. It's been a very long time. The face is stern. The same sternness that your life was used to even before the slavery. A very large, familiar blade over the shoulder.
That face would be a paternal figure, I'm guessing?
It looks very, very familiar. And when it realizes who it sees, it calls and says in Gith, Welcome home. You are missed, Eredrin.
Yelling at Ungith, Dad, and then to Giant, Glorious, we're landing. We're meeting the group. Come on, it's my dad. It's my brother. Come on.
And Glorious beginning descent, Akira beginning dashing to you, closing the distance. Now is the time for initiative.
Okay.
Let's
Time for initiative.
get some initiatives down in the chat.
Roll, Justice.
Right?
Another 12.13 for Eredrin.
Oh, damn. How's that 3?
God, only a 17 with a plus 14. That's so
I know.
sad.
Got a 3 on the die.
Oh, the temptation. Hold on, let's see here.
Are you lucky?
No, but I have lots and lots of spice. Look at me, a smart
Why
ass to
is
give
it
myself
not-
advantage.
Why is it not letting me type in the number? Dang it.
Because
It won't let-
stuff keeps moving and changing.
Yeah,
That's
I'm,
why.
I'm
Oh,
redeeming.
no, it'll let me type it in. There we It keeps putting it back to 0 after I hit enter.
That's better. I like that number.
I'm about to lose it, you guys.
Yeah?
I'm about to crash out. I am
Oh,
seriously
no.
about to crash out. 12.13. Enter, you bastard.
I feel like I need to change the tone of this music.
That tracks.
It could be.
Jeremy, I hate to ask this of you. Can you type 12.13 for Eredrin?
Oh, I guess if we should put the points, I should also put like a 0.20 on mine. I don't have the tiebreaker stuff set up on mine.
Also, Luca gets a 6 for initiative.
There we go.
Him, I cannot type on.
Kassir gets a 13.
I find it entertaining. I started playing this earlier and I didn't think it was the right because it was, coming to see Dad. And I was like, wait a minute. And all of a sudden initiative happens. I'm like, oh no. Time to shift it back.
How did we change it to the tiebreaker for initiative?
It's in the settings on the character sheet, I'm pretty sure, to toggle on a
No.
tiebreaker or something.
I think
Or is
it's
it the
beyond
D&D?
20.
Yeah, it's
Like,
in
it's either
Beyond
the-
20.
I was gonna say it's either the Beyond or
Yes, it's in the settings of Beyond 20 in the more settings, I think, or more options, or advanced
Okay.
options.
It's not advanced, so it must be more.
More.
Oh, no, it's in advanced. Add
It's in
tiebreaker.
advanced?
Yeah, I just found it.
yeah, but you gotta click like the advanced options button at the bottom too for it to open up the extra too. Because just by looking at the drop down of the advanced options, it didn't bring up the add tiebreaker to initiative rolls, but once clicking down at the bottom to turn it to the advanced options, then it popped up above.
Okay.
But I got that in there now too. Granted, I already got mine added in there now, but
We have an initiative order, so that's scary. Oh, how ironic. My brother got the same initiative as me. Probably beat me in the tiebreaker, but got the same initiative as me. My twin got my same initiative.
what a funk.
It's almost like we're twins.
Oh, oh, oh.
Twins battle, twins.
This is alarming that we are giving everyone an initiative turn.
Not to me. I'm waiting for it.
It's time to knock all the Gith unconscious and give them the what for.
Don't exactly know how I knock things unconscious with an arrow, but I'll try.
You use blunt arrows.
Snap the head off?
Yeah, snap the head off.
Or like take a rock, smash the head against a rock?
I've got a separate set of arrows that are like your training style arrows. They're not broadheads, they're just the blunt training tips. Granted, with enough velocity, it's still gonna hurt, but...
All of that being said, so
let's go, Akira. Fucking 29. Shit.
Right now we're not quite in battle, but there's a not insignificant amount of things going on. So to make sure that things are in. Oh, that was a 2+.
What?
Oh, down there.
Sorry to break this up slightly. What do you mean in your DM you just sent to me, Jeremy?
Never mind.
Please tell me it's a joke.
I meant I was meaning the name, but I found it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Just disregard.
Okay.
It's fine. I found it and I put it there. But
it just said Erdrin's dad again, question mark, and I was like, what?
yeah, I meant to ask name again, but it didn't. My brain didn't do the thing because my brain is firing at 1,000,000 miles an hour too.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
That is completely fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's totally fine. Gonna be successful.
Fine.
Gonna be phenomenally successful. Yeah.
It'll be huge.
Gonna be huge.
But Akira, these two got low and are getting even lower on the approach to the group ahead. You see the group ahead, several of them you are extremely familiar with. The one on the end with the great sword, just from stance, from craftsmanship of the hilt of the blade, you recognize that craftsmanship. Eredrin put that same kind of craftsmanship into the handle of your blade of Astrid.
They get low. I'm not gonna slow my approach, but
oh yeah, right now you seeing them get in, you broke into your step of the wind and you're moving as fast as possible.
oh yeah, I activated the speed force on this one.
Are you right now? You have a little bit of distance to close. Are you going to try and get up on the Manticore? Are you going to try and do something to Eredrin?
I'm not gonna try and do anything to do him. I just want to get there as he arrives, and yeah, I'm just sprinting towards like wherever Eredrin is headed. I'm sprinting that way. My hand is not my hand. My tail is lightly touching my staff, just in case I need to flick it up into my hand. Because I know I am approaching GIF at high speed, and I know what GIF can do. But I'm hoping my familiarity with everyone, except the strange guy with the broadsword, will grant me some. I know they're charmed, but I also know that the storm is coming.
Were they close enough to hear what?
Oh yeah,
Akron called out?
He did.
So.
Yeah,
Akira, you would have heard that.
Yeah, you heard the Eredrin welcome home,
and then Eredrin yelling, "Dad!"
Yeah, Akira is going to make the puppy face, but still be moving, kind of like, "Oh, Dad, what?" Wow. Okay. Still heading in that direction. I'll even use one because I have 2 Misty Steps. I'll burn one to get me that another 30 feet up.
Oh no, you go much further just by using your bonus action to dash.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then I'll do that.
Literally twice as far. So that'll put you another, like right up where Eredrin and Co are headed.
And then I will like, baseball slide stop, just kind of like, because momentum has to, inertia is a thing. Physics are real.
It's true.
And then I'm just going to say Arik. Like, I'm just going to call out Arik's name. Like, Arik. Does he respond?
There is a smile.
Okay.
Right. It's familiar.
I am going to say, I am so glad you're alive. And I'm just going to look over my shoulder to see where the rest of the group is, because I'm assuming that this group is just as charmed as Eredrin is.
Oh, you can tell there's this almost relief to see you. Shadow. There's a big distance there.
I mean, you say that, but Oh, actually, quick question. Does my feline agility stuff work with? I mean, it just says it doubles my movement speed. Does that account to the flying on the broom too?
The broom has a speed, you have a speed, and those two things are different speeds.
Okay, so I just wanted to confirm, because it just, with the feline agility, it just says that it doubles my speed. But okay, so if they're two different
the feline agility, as long as you, if you Shadow are the one doing it and not the broom, because the broom 50-foot fly speed. Mm-hmm. But if you were the one who flight was casted on, then you could go with the base fly spell 120 feet 3 times.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, so with that knowledge,
but I'll say that being said, you can use your dash action from
I can use my
being
bonus,
a rogue to be able to do that.
I have one thing, Jeremy. I would like to roll insight on that smile to see, is it a smile of relief, as in, oh, I haven't seen my sibling in a long time, or is it the relief of the fly has entered the web of the spider?
Sure, I'll give you that. Go ahead and throw it.
And my passive is a 20, so just...
Listen, I'm listening.
Ooh, that's a 22.
You know that saccharine smile of people that are so relieved to see you at church. Mm-hmm. That they're glad that your soul is going to be safe, but that they don't know you much beyond that. It's almost that.
With that, Akira is going to, after they make their stop and they say, Arik, I'm so glad to see you alive. Not moving a negligible amount, well, not moving like enough to take me out of the square. I will plant my foot back.
Planting your foot back? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like almost as if I'm easing back just a touch. Like, oh, I'll just try and play it off as if, I just gotta move my feet. All that running.
Yeah, you just came in hot. You're balancing back. All right, Shadow getting that far. So continuing.
I'm gonna use my movement and my bonus action to dash to get that 100 feet distance. To put myself in position here. Then I'm going to hold my action and wait for negative consequences to ensue on Akira approaching this group that we're hoping isn't going to be, an altercation. But at the first notion of somebody pulling something to make an attack action towards Akira or anything, I'm gonna take the first shot.
All right, getting ready to take the first shot. Storm.
I mean, I'm honestly still in the mindset of like, okay, now let's follow all of them. But I will, seeing everybody else close the distance, I'm going to go for that. Bring in the other two with me still.
Granted,
I
you
will.
don't see me, but...
Right, I will go ahead and pop a bonus action to rage to go ahead and move half my movement. There. And then using my action and my movement. I'm gonna get to about there.
Wait a minute, I just realized, is this technically classified as the first round of combat with initiative?
It sure
being afforded?
is.
Somewhat technically.
Okay, then I get an extra 20 feet of movement, total of 20 feet of movement, because at the start of combat for that first turn, I get an extra 10 feet of movement.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So,
Hell yeah, brother.
So, if anything, I'd actually be right about there, just about in par with Slayer.
Yes,
Or
sit
Storm.
perfect.
Granted, he doesn't
Nice.
know that I am, but I am.
Yeah.
No, I mean you're there. This is.
He's
open.
invisible.
I'm invisible right
Oh.
now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
You
I
win.
used my invisibility with the key, so I'm invisible for an hour until actions are taken.
I'm smart. You even
I even
made
toggled
sure
the
to.
token.
You made sure to toggle the tiggles. All right, there we go. So
Never mind.
I'm realizing I don't know half of the spells that Luca has.
That's why the spellcaster bit was like, I would take the mantle, but that's a lot to look into.
I can do them
at a
both if
short
you
notice.
want.
So
I can do it. It's just going to be a lot of the spells I do know, not the spells I don't know. So
If anything, on your
I mean, I
downtime,
can read them
peruse.
and use them. It's just in the moment.
Akron there holds up his hands out to the side and says, Akira Soul, you are just as glorious as your father said you were.
Disappointing.
Do you say that out loud?
I do.
And he squints towards you. Are you not come to rejoin your father's favor?
I've come to take my family home.
Funny. That's why I'm here. And
Here you-
go ahead.
What you think is their home is just slavery.
And he hears that word. He whips his blade off of his shoulder and points at you. And says, you don't get to talk down about our values. And with that is going to he whips a spell towards you.
Spell is he looking towards me.
It's not of terribly much consequence. Hey, Shadow, what's your range? Forever, right?
It's 600.
Cool. So this guy is casting a spell that looks like it is about to attack at Akira.
I'm sorry, but I take exception to that.
I thought you might.
So let me toggle these things real quick.
Take a shot.
And then click the correct button. So 33.
We hate to see that for you.
That also breaks invis.
Oh yeah, it breaks my invisibility. Yeah, it's just standard invisibility, but
Yeah.
I am ground level on the opposite side of the storm from you.
Do you
as
crit
well.
on 19s?
I crit because assassin.
Turn has been,
But he hasn't actually done anything yet. It states that if I manage to do something on them before they've made an attack or anything, it gets an auto crit.
taken their first turn in combat.
Let me look. I'm quite certain, but I mean, let me look check. I gotta click find it again. It's the first time I actually getting to fuck with assassin as well, so
It's okay.
Hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet. So technically we weren't in combat. We were in initiative order. This is initiating the combat.
He hasn't actually gotten to take his turn yet. He's in the process of, with me having my held action beforehand. So I would argue that he hasn't taken his turn yet. He's in the process of, but he hasn't done it yet.
This is going to sound like I'm also charmed, but I would argue that he is in making his turn.
Yeah, he is taking his turn. So
yes, but not in the combat because we weren't in combat yet, right?
Yeah.
This is initiating the combat.
Wouldn't him drawing the blade initiate combat?
Shadow had his weapon ready.
But he doesn't know I'm ready because I'm invisible.
There was a combat. He's that's playing real loose with the rules.
I'm just arguing things.
All
You
right.
are the end all be all at the end of the day.
That's playing a little bit loose butthole with the rules. That being said, though. That being said, though, you are invisible. You did hit a 19. That definitely, even though he is ready and aggressive, and throws up a shield, so he is using his reaction to try and deflect this. Does not deflect. For sure punishes like smite this man. So
let's go. Yeah, it's like I'll take it as whatever you give me, but I'm gonna argue my point as much as I can.
You can also, as part of your dread ambusher stuff, don't forget you can also deal an extra 2d6 psychic.
Yeah, that rolled in.
Yeah, I toggled that, and you can see it's the dread ambusher and sneak attack.
Oh yeah, I see it there now too. Yeah.
It would be reduced.
It only rolled in. It rolled in only 1d8. Are you on old?
No.
Ranger?
Shouldn't be.
No, he's not.
Because yeah, you should have 2d6 dread ambusher.
Yeah.
1d8 was just was old ranger, Gloomstalker.
It must not have changed over because this character was made after that. Yeah, it says it's 2d6.
Yeah.
So you want me to just re-roll that real quick?
20 maybe.
Yeah, just roll your 2d6. Hey, we like that. So there we go. So yeah. So I mean that's still good. So
Oh yeah, it did just roll only the one.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so with your the perfect crits and stuff, wouldn't that actually just be a 12?
It's not. I don't think he's saying it's a crit.
Yeah, it's not a crit.
Oh, okay. So it's not actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's still 36 damage.
Yeah, I never
still-
heard I never heard like the actual end decision on that, so I didn't know if that was what was going on. So, okay, cool.
I was saying that a 33 is still a 33, and even though he does try to cast a shield spell to catch the long-shotted arrow, it pierces through and catches him across the shoulder. That being said,
And in the distance, if he can see that far, he'll see Shadow just like putting a finger out in front, just
You also have weapon mastery with longbow, so
That
he's
is true. So he's slowed 10 feet reduction.
I'm gonna need to put that in. That's important.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I could change the tune up just a little bit now from just being dreadful to actual combat.
Dun dun dun. All right. So then, Akira, coming at you. That is a 21 to try and hit you.
That does not hit. My AC is 22.
All right. So as you pop the staff up to your hand, there, having it ready, you see this shadowy hand lurch off of the blade and lunge for you. You defensively launching the staff up to your hand and just bat it out of the air. Safe.
I would like to not have to hurt Gift today, but for you, I think I'm going to make an exception.
Family, let us take them into custody.
Okay.
That's not a bad option either, actually.
The one over here takes a few steps away, knowing how dangerous it is to be anywhere close to Akira.
That's going to save them.
I only have eyes for Archon, for Erigen's dad, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Akron. She dodges off a bit, and then kind of tucking and rolling into a firing stance. She's gonna take 2 shots. One of those is absolute balls, but the other one is a 22 or that's 23 to hit.
Who?
That will hit. But you know what I want to do? It's a projectile, right?
Oh, yeah. No, it's a projectile. It's coming at you. This one is the first one you bat away very quickly. The second one coming in at you. You go ahead and roll your stuff. I'll roll mine.
Is it a bow of the Penobscot sword?
Get to my reactions. So, deflect attack. When attack rolls made damage, slashing damage hits you, you can reduce the damage total by 1d10 plus 17. Okay. 25.
Well, the 16 damage that this arrow would have had on it, some of that vibrational psychic damage, it flies at you. You have your other hand open, snatching it out of the air. Are you going to key point it somewhere?
Right back at them. They need to make a.
I'll say, it doesn't have to be back at her.
Oh, yeah. I'll throw it at
Yeah.
I throw it at Erigen's dad.
Akron.
Yeah, Akron. I'll throw it at Akron. Yeah.
Okay.
Jason Derulo.
All right. So, fires off, you just sidestep into a spin, catching it and just rotating it around you. Go ahead and make your deflect missiles attack.
Well, he has to make a DC 18 deck save.
Oh, it's a deck save now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a deck save now. So he has to make a DC 18 deck save, and if I think it's a save for if he saves, it still gets half.
Oh, well, go ahead and roll that damn damage then.
I did. It's 20.
Oh, jeez. All right. So,
and if I can for flavor pick placement at his chest.
all right, right at his chest, and it as it comes around you, flying with even faster speed out of your hand and smashing into him. It shatters the arrow against the chest. Excuse me. Against the chest plate, but the damage itself is just the force of you blasting it, and it slams into his chest full on. 20 points of damage.
Once again, I'm only making an exception for you. I will hurt no other gift but the ones that willingly serve my father.
He's charmed too.
But do we
Sure, they're all
really
charmed.
Yeah,
You could assume that.
All eight of us are, I can assure you, my father would not serve him willingly.
Shadow don't know this. He still knows something to the group.
Swinging around, going in for the stab. Oh no! We don't like a natural 20 right now. So as this one comes around, drawing a short sword, tumbling around you and just catching you in the back, you take. Well, it's not that bad because they at least aren't able to sneak attack you. With this one, so it is only 11 points of damage.
Yeah, my temporary hit points.
Aye.
Oh, I don't have that now. I didn't hear your speech this morning.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Indeed. So around that, who's running Kassir, hanging off of Storm's arm?
It would be me, and Kassir's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, all right, we're doing this, probably something like that." Sounds like him. And then oh, he's got quite the range on that.
That blast with the Eldritch Golaith.
Yeah, is it really only 1d10 though?
Yeah, he doesn't have the extra spice on it yet.
Hasn't
Well, it's
made it
1d10
grapple
plus 5, but like, I mean, like, shouldn't it be more than 1d10 at his level? Like,
No.
Shouldn't there be more beams?
Well, yeah, it's 1d10, but it's 1d10 per beam.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out how many beams he shoots.
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
3 is the standard without upcasting.
All right. So then, probably just trying to do some protective work against Akira. He's gonna, bam, bam. Let's do 2 beams at the one right up on Akira, and one on the one that shot at Akira.
How far there things reach?
It's got 210 feet of reach for Eldritch Blast, so
Spell Sniper.
yeah.
Or Eldritch Lance, or whatever they call it.
Something.
Right.
All right, that's a me. That's a me's. And that's a me's, but
Wow. Wow. Okay, he's got some things
He does have
to
some
do about
things.
that.
He has a bin luck.
He also has luck, and I feel like
And
he'd
I'd
be
say
okay with me using one of his lucks on that natural one.
Let's go.
I would imagine.
So we'll re-roll that one.
Hey, we'll take that one.
Hey, and that's a no action thing, right? Luck is a no action.
Luck is just a thing.
It's just a use.
Okay, and so then his bend luck is a bonus or a reaction? What is that?
Bend luck is a reaction.
Reaction. We'll save his reaction. Yeah, we'll save his reaction. But that he'll also be like, hey, let me go, big boy, and Storm will let him down, and he'll probably move like 30 feet. Well, he knows Eredrin's mind controlled, so he'd probably move like 30 feet that way.
Quick above table question for Eredrin. I read back through kind of like our shared history part. There was no mention of your dad, so Kira does not know this man.
Yeah, I would have told stories about this man.
You would have told stories, but would I know instantly what he looked like?
No, you would not know what you heard me call him dad.
I did. Okay, then
Yeah.
I retcon what I said about not wanting to hurt him, but I will if I have to. So there's that. And then I guess
I love this man. I'm not mad at this man.
Well, obviously.
Even beyond that,
No, I mean,
Eredrin
it's
does not have
completely
daddy
understandable.
issues.
It's understandable.
Eredrin does not have parent issues, ironically.
Ironically?
I've got daddy issues in the way that Bruce from Finding Nemo does.
Well, I meant it's
never
different
knew
than
my
the player.
father.
And Eric, seeing you getting struggled with Akira, steps forward, and there's a that strange look between mercy and like almost like putting down your favorite dog. That sadness, but also like you have to do it because it's because it's mercy, because
it must be done.
I see. This is what it's come to. Got it.
With that miss, he's gonna throw on. There's a homing straight. If you make an attack roll with psychic blades and miss, you can roll a psionic energy die and see if it hit.
Kira, don't you have yumminess against psychic damage?
Do.
Nice.
All right, 21 doesn't hit.
Does not hit. 22 is the magic number.
22 is a magic number. All right, so this first blade manifests. You're barely able to knock it out of the way. Bonus action. Again, try again.
Do it.
Do it.
Or don't do it.
Don't let your dreams.
No, don't let your memes be dreams.
Don't let your memes be dreams?
That's what?
Huh?
So. Yes, stabbing at you the first time, just barely missing you, going in for the second one, and just the back end of your staff pops his left hand. You've seen him do this maneuver a million times.
Never change.
All right, Eredrin, you have the creature that you're on and yourself.
Yep.
Your father, as he called out for the family to apprehend Akira, you feel this need. You feel this. We've got to take Akira in. It's for their own good.
Yeah. I don't have direct control over the Manticore.
Oh, that was my bad.
No, you're good.
There you are. Assume direct control.
Thank you. How long is the distance of the ferocious war?
It should say.
It does not.
Give me
Herald
just
of Death, is what it's called. It doesn't say. It says manticores have a magical howl like a trumpet.
Should be under the bonus actions there.
I do not say it. I see Tailspike, Claw, Bite, and multi-attack.
Oh, you didn't put in the MCDM one.
I did. Manticore, parentheses, MCDM.
It should be. That's actions. What about bonus actions?
It doesn't have any bonus actions.
That's
Furthermore,
great.
it has all its special things written in the description of it underneath all that. Like it has Uncanny Appearance, Herald of Death, and Ferocious Companion written underneath all that.
All right, so it should have Trumpeting Howl as a bonus action, and it should say 120 feet.
Oh, it's 120 feet?
So I'm curious.
Good.
With the fact that the Manticore, is essentially friends with all of us and is just enacting under Eredrin's command at the moment. Actually, never mind. I have no knowledge of what this attack even does. I was just wondering on if, with it being, a range of an auditory kind of something.
So
affect everybody
so right now, as your mount, you can command her to dash, dodge, or disengage.
Okay, so that's all I can tell her to do.
I would say or attack. And so,
because my thought, okay, let me tell you my thought process and why I'm even asking about the Herald of Death. Yeah, my thought process is, as I understand how I am charmed right now, I still don't see my former party as enemies. Currently, I know that we are now being called to apprehend Akira, but I don't see my former party as enemies, and so I'm confused. I'm confused as to why my sibling is trying to hurt my father and my other sibling is trying to hurt my sibling. So my goal is to try to get everyone to stop fighting, and I'm hoping Heralds of Death, Herald's trumpet or trumpeting howl will do that. Essentially.
So just trying to scare everybody.
Yeah, just trying to get everyone to stop fighting. Alright, so right there, I know the square I need to put you on. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna get right here. And I'm gonna say, guys, I don't know why they're fighting. Can you do that howl thing and maybe that'll stop them?
Alright. Howling out. Go ahead. Roaring out in giant. Everybody stop. Then that would be. Let's go.
You know, the more I think about this session, the more I'm realizing that the Gith are essentially the Night Sisters.
I'm sorry, I had things going on in my ear. What was that?
The Gith are essentially the Night Sisters, lore-wise.
Again?
The Gith are essentially the Night Sisters from Star Wars, lore-wise.
Question mark, maybe?
I can
Alright,
explain
so-
another time, but unhinged thought of the day. Yeah, that would be my first action. I'm assuming the trumpet would also affect me, which is fine.
I'm trying to get everybody to stop fighting. She'd be shouting it towards everybody over there. So that's
Oh, it's a
I
cone.
mean, it's not a cone. It's her choice.
Okay.
God, I'm so mad at myself. Forgot that I had a second.
So not Akira. So miss that one. Hit. Miss, and then Eric and Akron.
I didn't know that was an attack. I thought it was a save.
It's a save. I'm just phrasing it as hit.
Okay, I got it. Sorry. Sorry, I just threw a ton of work on you with figuring out Manticore stuff. Like,
So, no,
So
It
I'm mad
wouldn't
with
tell
the
me.
fact that I didn't remember the fact that I am, above level 5 ranger, so I have 2 shots in my attack action, not just one, in comparison to
Yeah.
normal rogueness.
It's okay. You hold action, you only get one.
Even with it being my attack action?
Correct.
Wow.
you get an attack.
Even if I get 2 attacks in an attack action? That's
Even if you
interesting.
get 3 or 4.
Good to know.
Trust me, I don't like it too.
Yeah, no, that's a weird ruling.
All right. So for Eridrin, though,
Yes. I'm launching off. The people marked in yellow passed or failed.
those are the ones that are currently showing fear.
Okay. I'm hopping off. Why is it not doing the thing? Why? Ooh,
Might have
okay.
the wrong selector thing at clicked.
I have it on. Okay. It is what it is. We're just gonna figure it out.
It's just wants to
What's
ping.
happening?
It just keeps wanting to ping. It's not letting him move.
It won't let me do the ruler. Like click and right click to get the ruler.
Where are you going?
I mean I have the movement too, but I'm moving right in front of my father.
Well, dismount takes half movement.
Okay. I mean I still have. Oh, it takes half movement.
Yeah,
Okay. That would put
but
me
that would get you there. Yeah.
there. Do we round down or round up? Because it'd be
Round
22 and a
down.
half. Okay, cool. Well, since I'm moving here, screw it. Bonus action dash next to my father.
Bonus action dash.
Um,
Dash right up to him. He's got blade out, pointed towards Akira. You come running up, and he says, "It's time. We should take them in. Show them how loyalty works."
of course. And I cast. I'm gonna reach out, put my hand on his shoulder, cast Cure Wounds.
Motherfucker.
This guy.
So 13 healing to him.
Take out the healer.
Hey, I only have 2 casts of this thing.
Mercy!
Cast.
You're out.
Disregard. Wait, I have 3 casts of it. Never mind.
Focus the healer. Take him out.
Why are you
Hey,
giving
wait a minute.
information to the opposing team?
Disregard the second one. I didn't mean to click the second one.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Then I'm turning around, moving here, and for my action, I'm grappling Akira.
All right, Akira, contest some grapple with Eridrin, either acrobatics or athletics.
Beat a 16.
You gotta beat a 16. That's still
It's still
natural
something.
Natural one is still a damn 16.
Still something.
Still pretty stonky. And I would have told Glorious
beat
not
that.
to hurt them.
Beat you did.
I would
Like,
have told Glorious not to hurt anyone.
Glorious not to hurt anyone. Copy that. She would just be kind of roaring from the back there, just trying to make herself big and imposing.
I'm grappling again. I have this
Alright.
device.
You does have twice.
Beat a 20.
You could do it very easily. Oh no!
Damn.
These dice don't roll as well. I'm changing my dice back.
C'est la vie. But yeah, you dodge out of the way of one arm, and then Eridrin grips you by another. That's a hard place to be.
We're going
Then-
back, Akira. We're joining our brothers and sisters.
Akira will say right back to you, if you're joining him, you can go to hell.
Oh,
I want to hurt you back into your senses, so I'm going to hurt your feelings.
Gotta hurt him somehow.
Ow!
you suddenly get a level in Bard. Ow.
Bing.
Vicious mockery.
Indeed. So
Because I'm glad you bought the ticket, because you're going to you sure you want to hold on to me now? You sure?
Yep.
Take him for a ride.
Oh, I got the shirt. I hope you're ready to make the save. That's all I can say when my turn comes around.
all right. So here, getting grabbed. This one here tries to maneuver with you to try and grab onto your other arm, Akira. I am going to need you to roll another counter athletics or counter acrobatics, your choice. Whew, beating it. I rolled a natural 7. They're pretty good, but they're not that good. So as you slip their arm, they're going to try to bring it around, or to bring around and grab you one more time. Ooh, that's can you fail that? If you roll a natural 1, you fail it.
Second, I was trying to see what the grapple condition impose on me, so just give me a second. Roll my resistance.
Yeah, it's the double grapple equaling restrained that becomes a real problem. That's okay. No, I had only rolled a 12 total. So all right. So they trying to grab onto you, trying to pin you down, not being deterred. Luca, hearing this,
I got Luca.
So my speed becomes 0, but that doesn't mean I can't do things. Okay.
yeah, you still got actions.
Yeah,
And I think now the only thing that really changed from before, I'm gonna go and look, is you are movable, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler.
That's fine. I have no intention to hit anybody but the grappler.
Great.
Indeed.
I have a very punchable face. You can't break my nose, but I do have a punchable face.
Oh no, I'm going to flurry of blows, elbows to your ribcage.
We'll get there.
Nice.
All right.
It's difficult to break your nose because it's practically not there. Doesn't mean it can't be done.
Luca would look down at Slayer and say, I can't do his voice, so I'm just going to do my voice. Storm, we don't want to kill them,
No.
but we do want to keep them from achieving their goal.
Right.
And he's going to cast Enhance Ability on you for strength.
Okay.
Which, does that help you in any way, or it may
No.
not? Oh. 86 that, sorry.
That's all right.
Oops, I gift of gabbed myself. No.
Yeah, sure. That throws that off. What does this one do?
Things.
No, okay, I know what I'm going to do. He's going to cast Dimension Door on the two of you to get you up in the thick of things.
Oh.
Put you
There we go.
right around here.
I don't think you can do that because.
new D-Door does not care.
Oh, cool.
I love new D-Door. It's good.
One of the few things
Yep.
I enjoyed about certain
So casting up Dimension Door, putting them slightly to the southwest of the rest of the group.
Well, yeah. He didn't update it for the, but I know the new one. So, how up close and just ping me a place.
Yeah, right in there. It won't let me actually change the amount of spell slots he has, so trust that
That's okay. I
will keep track of it.
No, I can keep track of it on the sheet. It's fine.
Okay.
Nice and easy. All right. So, suddenly, appearing right there in the middle of the fight. Luca will call out to you and be like, Eredrin, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're hearing, but you can shake it off. I know you can. And he is actually going to try and inspire Eredrin.
Alright. Good to know. Bard gets spoke. Good to know.
There we go. Make sure I check that one off of the Bardics. And strategically, he's actually going to close in on the person who's shooting arrows, and possibly make it more difficult for them to shoot arrows.
Nah.
Thank you for taking over the Jaegering. I do not run them effectively.
You're okay. All of a sudden, the storm is here, and this guy's already frightened. So, not being able to actually close in on Akira for the moment, he's big friggin' eyes, and then just slashes the storm with disadvantage.
Shadow sees this in the distance, just face palms to himself. Futile.
Well, you say futile. The lower one was a 13 on one of them, but that still only gets him up to 21 to hit storm.
Which, having dropped Kassir, I have my shield arm ready. So that, and actually Lucas dropped too. That means I can get Stormlight on my next turn. But anyway, shield arm free. My AC is 23.
Okay. Well, then the other one is, in fact, a natural 20 and a natural 19. So at least one of them hits.
But neither of them crit.
Yeah, there's definitely no crit to be had.
I mean, you can't crit on them, period, but...
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fair. That's actually a very important distinction. Good call. But then being able to catch you with one of them, and in the situation you're in, that is 11 regular damage and 15 sneak. So yeah, I can do math. 16.
You can.
Or 26. 26 halved, 13 total taken. 13 total taken, unless.
I am gonna Stone's Endurance that, because my turn's coming back up soon. So.
May as well.
Yeah, it's
burn
all your
a
allies
reaction.
before you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's one more opponent, and then all your allies. But
Why is it not rolling? Roll the thing.
There it is.
That is just the D12, so that's 8 plus 4. Right? Yeah, 4. for
You
12.
take precisely 1 point of damage.
you lost a max HP.
Oh no!
And
He's one step closer to death.
Oh, no.
Out of 200 something steps.
The way you said "oh no" was very Leopleurodonish.
Play down, Charlie.
So
Well-
yeah, he's already frightened, so he can't get more frightened. But I bet that did not affect his morale in a positive manner.
It did not affect his morale in a positive manner, and in fact, well, we're gonna pitch another natural 19. So at least he's technically not afraid anymore.
That's good.
Technically.
He's not magically afraid, but he is a little wet shorted. That being said, Akira, top of the round, you are grappled by Eredrin, and surrounded by differing amounts of pain.
Punch him in the mouth.
Spice up your life.
Let's see.
Spice up your life.
Punch him in the mouth. Spice up your life.
So I have 1, 2, 3. The storm is on my side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need all
I can
4.
only count to 4. I can only count to 4.
I can only
Just,
count to
hold on. I had it and then I lost it.
Is it about to be a extending of the wings?
Nah. I want to make sure I hit a few people.
It's time for
So
damage.
each creature of your choice that you can see within 10 feet must succeed on a DC 18 dexterity saving throw or take 2d10 force damage. I am manifesting the arms, and everyone but the storm needs to make a DC 18.
Yeah, you get to hit literally
Dexter-
everybody except for the one dude that's really down south. You get to tag everybody around.
Well, this is 15 feet.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Everybody except this one down here.
And he's 15
Well,
feet.
I mean,
or 20 feet.
that one's far enough.
I get what
out
you're
that
saying. I get what
didn't-
you're
yeah.
saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That one's far enough away. I
Sorry.
didn't think this.
I was being very
distinction was
literal. I
needed.
apologize. My brain
But
is
Yeah,
not.
no, all these enemies who I can view that are pretty much surrounding me all need to make a
10 feet
DC
range.
18. Yeah, 10-foot range, so they're pretty much all right there.
Yeah.
See, this is why I changed back to the black dice.
I mean, you say that helps you, but I think it's just the luck of the dice.
No, it's
I
no,
don't
it's
think I don't think the coloration plays much into it, but
Yeah, so
if,
it's-
if you want it, if that feels strong to you, fucking roll with it. I'm not saying it doesn't
I'm rolling
work.
with it.
I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying the numbers are still numbers. The dice doesn't change.
Okay. I'm rolling with it though.
So that'll be 10 for anyone who fails, and they're pushed
And-
away from me.
Nothing for anyone who succeeds.
Oh wait, are they pushed away from you?
Aren't they still? Are they still pushed away?
I think
from me?
you're conflating the things that you can do.
Stacking things
I
up.
thought they just took damage. The push away from you is the reaction that you can do, or I could be wrong.
Yeah. Hold on. Maybe they've changed it because it used to be when I manifested it, they would take damage and would get pushed away. But
I do remember
the damage is increased. But okay. So
Also, you rolled the deflect missiles attack, so it's 15 damage because it's 2d10, right? So it's just 15 because the redirect attack does the +5. The other one doesn't do the +5. So okay, so 15 or 7.
No, they rolled the damage lower. It's lower in the feed.
It's lower in the
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 4 plus 6.
I can read. I'm
deflect
fine.
attack
It's fine.
is
Everything's fine.
invincible.
Yeah, so everyone who failed takes 10. They are, I guess they're not pushed away, but they all take, and they used to be pushed away.
Is it save or suck or save for half?
Save or suck.
Okay.
But that's a bonus action.
So it didn't get hurt there.
Did I hit anyone, Jeremy, or did they all pass?
You hit everyone.
No, everyone but Aaron.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
but Eredrin, yeah.
Yeah, Eredrin was the one that got it. Sorry, Eric rolled a natural 1, and everybody else rolled 10 or lower.
Okay, give me 1 second. That was just my bonus action.
Yeah, no, your DC being 18, the 10 on the die was close, but it wasn't 18.
I'm just looking because I believe that my wings are an action.
And that
And
for
if
sure
so-
pushes people.
I'll be
Doesn't
right
it?
back real fast while the cure finishes this. I know I'm up next.
You know what? When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one attack. I am going to psychically fire some of these guys. So let's see. Let me go to the map. I am going to turn my head so I can hit. 15-foot cone. Yeah, that'll
me
go.
Go for it.
Yeah, you and Arik will get caught in that.
Well, you'd have to so 15-foot cone. Here we go.
Because wouldn't I just have to turn my head?
This is a cone that you have to work with. It represents the ability of you to. So.
Who all would I hit with that? Can I move that?
I mean, you should have control over it now, yeah.
Okay, there we go. So if I turn around just to look at Eredrin, I'll catch Arik and whoever this is behind me.
Hmm?
Yeah, you would catch this one, and that one. Yeah.
So
Okay,
DC
I guess we can do that, yeah.
DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Oh god. Luck don't fail me now.
Fail.
Well,
Let's go.
why, Teddy?
All right.
Why, Teddy?
That makes it 2 misses and 1 pass. Go ahead. That's one of your attacks to do
12 psychic damage.
12 psychic damage.
Reduced to 6 for everyone.
Or reduce to 6 for whoever passed.
Oh,
Or reduce to
But
3
also-
for anyone who passed.
yeah. Get are resistant to psychic.
Mm-hmm.
Still had to try.
Numbers are numbers.
Numbers are numbers.
Yeah, you let off the blast, and you kind of you have that remembrance of, oh yeah, psychic.
That didn't stop me when we were kids.
True.
In fact, it was encouraged when we were kids, so we didn't mess each other up too
Right?
much.
Plus, you never
don't
know,
take
I could-
as much from it.
Because I could have also rolled 10, 10, 10, and they all would have taken 15.
Yeah,
Or
it's
7.
not bad. It's not bad.
So you got to take the you got to play to win. You got to play to win. Attack number 2. Sorry, Eredrin.
Go
I
ahead.
am I'm definitely shoving my elbow. No, can I break the grapple? I can't break the grapple, right?
You
I
have
would
to
have to
actually,
use my-
you actually have to use
turn.
an action to do that. But if Eredrin gets incapacitated in some way,
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was about to do with stunning strike.
yeah, just
if I hit. Yeah, if I hit. This is gonna be unarmed. I'm actually very good. Oh no, the stick is in my hand. I'm gonna whap you in the head with a stick.
Hey, don't hurt my. Oh, I need to roll for my snake too.
Oh, come on,
Zan the
D&D.
Fifth.
Why are you doing this now?
Oh, smack you
Dex
in
save
the
for Zan
head
the
with
Fifth.
my stick. My stick.
It won't roll the stupid
Oh,
dice.
oh.
Hold on, let me go to it.
Glad somebody
Sometimes it's
picked
like
it up.
this.
Did Zan actually survive the breath?
My stick
Well,
is
Zan survived.
sticking.
No, Zan survived the first attack. Let's see if he survives the breath. Zan
That's
passed the
that's
breath,
a
and
four.
he only has
That's
5
a
hit points.
18 plus
Oh,
14
yeah.
is a 32. Does that hit Eridrin?
Yeah, a 30. Yes, you hit naturally without the modifier. Screw you.
So that's going to be 1d10 plus 9. Spend the key point for the stunning strike. So 1d10.
What, do I roll something for stunning strike?
You
In
do.
a-
You
in a-
roll a con save.
So
Oh,
you'll
good.
take 12 bludgeoning damage,
All right, 12 bludgeons.
and then
Let's see.
the stunning strike save is. Let me go to my features and traits.
I wanna say
Also
it's a
18.
decent number. Yeah, I was gonna say. I want to say it's
Oh,
a
also
decent
18.
Pretty
Constitution save, I believe.
number.
It is con.
Yep, 18 Constitution save.
Do it.
I pass
Oh,
with a 19.
just enough. Just enough.
Lucas should silvery barbs.
For real.
Oh,
Yeah, Luke
right.
would like a silvery barb set.
Luca would like silvery barbs that.
Play against yourself.
That does happen.
I know, this feels so weird.
Because you're playing on the other side while also playing on the same side.
I still pass that.
Oh, just barely though. Damn. Oh, Kassir would like to bend luck.
How far can Kassir bend luck?
Enough.
Good point.
because-
Good point. No, good point. The
Wait,
distance. The distance.
Yeah.
The actual physical distance. That's a good point. Let me check what that distance is.
I'm pretty sure you're on 165 feet.
Immediately after another creature you can see rolls a
see.
d20. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, get fucked.
I'm stunned. Okay.
God. Be glad that you're not an NPC.
I know.
'Cause
I know. I'm glad I'm
I
not
got
an
15,000 spice burning a hole in my pocket right now.
All right. Silvery Barb's advantage going to, in fact, Akira.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandably
Well,
so.
I don't know how to feel about this entire interaction. Like, I'm so conflicted right now.
So you're
The
stunned.
rogue
Is
is
what this is what we've ended. We've ended this with you being stunned. Is what I understand.
Oh, no, I am
No,
stunned.
no, no.
Why do you sound so angry at me, Sean?
conflicted.
Yes, Akira,
Oh,
you
okay.
as you slam
Wait a
right
minute.
into
Hold on.
into your brother,
Pause.
pausing.
I'm not angry. I just want to make sure this happens because I'm surrounded by hostiles right now.
Yeah, no.
And so
don't get me
it's not
wrong.
about-
Somebody's taking an arrow here shortly after as
Yeah,
well.
it's not
Hold on.
about you. It's about the situation. I'm in a bad situation.
Very.
One moment. I'm trying to find something because I think there may be something that affects how this goes.
I
One
love how the
second.
fact, like, with the lighting of you looking off your screen right now, gives that, like, anime killer vibe of just, like, that sheen across the glasses of the white
Yeah,
lens.
I know. Where's my infiltrator's armor?
I couldn't tell you.
That is under
Armor,
features and traits.
armor. Yeah, I know, but it's just telling me the attack that it can do. It's not telling me everything it has.
Should be under features and traits. It should tell you everything it has.
Again, looking there. Oh, here it is. Found it.
Find it first.
Dampening field. You have advantage. Nope, that doesn't help me there.
Yeah, that's
Nope.
a snake.
Nope.
That's advantage on snake. All right, so yeah, it's this loud, just vibrational, bing into Eridrin's newly ruined armor, and it vibrates on the inside. Eridrin feeling the and
I am free.
Indeed, Erdrin, how much damage did you take that flurry of attacks?
Hold on. I took 12.
Okay.
12, and I took 6 from the fire. Or
Okay.
no, not 6. I took. Huh? Yeah, 6 from the fire.
So
Oh,
18?
6, yeah.
Three.
Because
18.
it was,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
12 damage.
you.
Half it for
Okay.
resistance. Yeah.
Okay, that was just a question. It's fine.
So technically 18.
Okay. Then Akira, you're now free. You've used all of your attacks. You bonus actioned big Akira. Did you use 1 key point or 2? 1 key point just gets you the arms. 2 key points gets you the.
I got plenty of key points. I'm not worried about that.
Okay, just making sure.
I got plenty of key points. That's not an issue.
Yeah, you
I
got
hardly
things to
ever
play
run out of
with.
key points these days. But no, seeing that the storm has arrived right in front of me, I'm actually going to. Oh yeah, and you're huge right now, Justice. Is that correct?
He's large, yeah.
Yeah, I'm large.
And just
How
so
tall are you?
You may not see me there,
16.
but essentially, I'm still there with you.
Well, no, I'm 17.
You're 17 feet
Because
tall.
I'm 8'10". So,
Normally.
I can
13 and a
easily.
half feet tall.
Now, it would depend on Jeremy's ruling.
17,
I could easily walk through the storm's legs, like literally walk underneath him. He is tall enough, so I'm going to just pretty much take my movement to walk behind him, and as I turn around, I'm going to turn around and look at everyone.
They're going to all try and hit you on your way
Yeah,
out.
they all got
Oh,
reactions.
attack of opportunity! I
Yeah.
forgot about.
But
oh,
it is
you know what?
it is a disadvantage because you are you're speedy, right?
I have evasion. I have no. I am
under
speedy.
your-
Yes.
Yeah, so you always attacks of opportunity are always a disadvantage against you. That is the difference between the mobile that you had to swing at
I was
the
gonna
person
say.
to be able to get them to not be able to attack you.
So is that like the new
It's the new
Yeah.
mobile feat, and we do not acknowledge old mobile anymore.
Yeah, no,
because-
that's actually fantastic. I might
Yeah,
have to pick that up at some point.
this is the situation for which you were waiting for that to be the most fantastic thing. So basically, it's like you having the dodge action against all of these people. If you want to move, everyone has disadvantage on you.
I want to move. I understand that someone may get one off. I'm going to take that chance, and I'm going to run through the storm's legs, and then look at him and like, this is my line in the sand. Cross it.
So not to be that guy, but did he get close enough for interaction with this individual?
With interaction with that individual, no. But
I didn't think so. My brain wanted to point it out.
okay, so the first two rolls, 18 and 15, and then 15 and natural 20. So those are the dice rolls. So those hit. They hit Akira unless Akira has something else to say about it.
Someone was able to get over a 22.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it was a natural 15.
Okay.
On the dice. Twice, but yeah, it was 18 and 15 and nat 20 and 15. And I was just like, okay, we could roll something different. The third one rolled an 18 and then a natural 1. So there we go.
I knew it was a chance. This is why we play the game. So I knew it was a chance I get hit.
I mean, then again, this is still fresh combat start, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna really debilitate that much.
Exactly. So what's my damage?
All right, bringing those in. You're fighting a bunch of rogues, man. So regular damage, that is 9 plus sneak attack because it's off turn.
What's snuck up on me?
9 plus 9 plus 13. So that's 22 points of damage. Sneak attack triggers once per turn, not once per round. So if you catch a rogue with being able to hit you off turn, it could still be pretty bad. But thankfully, you didn't get crit, which was one of the things that you did not or were able to avoid getting. So 22 from that rogue and 22 in a very different configuration from the other one.
Dang.
One of those, you have the deflect feature is no longer deflect missiles, it's deflect attack. So if you want to deflect one of those, you can deflect one of those.
But that eats reaction, yes.
I got my reaction back when I took.
Yeah, you got.
I know. But all I'm saying
So
is
you
that
have
it will eat your
you have
reaction,
one.
So if anything
Yeah,
else
it'll
comes at you later.
it'll eat your reaction now, but you can possibly absorb one of those completely.
16.
Deflect.
Oh no, that's your redirect attack feature. It's or that's the redirect attack damage.
I clicked the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah. I was gonna say no. Your modifiers for
19, so even better.
Yeah,
No,
like a plus
yeah, there it is.
19 mod for defense.
There it is. Okay, so yeah, you only from the second one you only take 3 damage. So grand total of 25 damage when it could have been 42. Ding ding.
I had a 19 back in. Okay.
Yeah, take 19 back. There you go. All right. Cool. Whoa! Lots of things going down. Shadow, you're way off in the cheap sheets.
Yeah, I know. I may be way far away, but that really doesn't matter a whole hell of a lot.
No, it just means you're not getting attacked right now. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Bonus action for my steady aim to get that advantage, because yum. And I'm gonna take a couple of shots at fucking Akron back in the background there. Because sharpshooter and all that fun jazz. And speaking of, I might actually toggle sharpshooter this round. Oh, wait, why is it? I know
I get to
I've
see
got
my father
sharpshooter. Why
again,
is
and
it
he's
not
going to be
even-
killed in the very
Because,
combat I get to see him in.
Because I think you got new sharpshooter.
Is that how different is that?
It's very different. It doesn't give you a +5 or +10 -5.
Or do I even have sharpshooter now that I'm looking? I should. I want to say I picked it up. Yeah, there it is. Sharpshooter from where?
Is it the old one?
No, it should be the new one. Here,
Yeah, new one does not do that.
And
ignore the.
Ironically,
cover.
extra damage can be derived from Great Weapon Master with a bow,
Interesting.
which does your proficiency bonus extra damage when you use a heavy weapon, such as a bow, a long bow.
Yeah, 200 heavy.
So-
That makes a little bit of sense as to why I didn't have a toggleable something for the -5 +10. I was confused by that with the sharpshooterness, but either way, still taking shots at him in the background, going to imply the Gloomstalker Dread Ambusher. Can't use the assassin bit because, well, he's already started his ticky tacks. So let's click the correct button. Advantage. Dirty 30.
Dirty 30, most certainly.
So that's what is that? 27 points of damage.
Well, it also rolled your Dread Ambusher wrong again.
Oh, okay. I need to
So
figure out why it's doing
right now
that.
we're at 20. Right now we're at 26, and then you have 2d6 of Sakik.
2d6.
All right, 2 is better than 1.
It is true. It is very true. Okay, so there's that, and then
Firing in once again, finding the weak point in his shield.
let's go. And then gonna, well, now because I can, fire another round. This one's regular for my assumption.
Yes.
The 23.
With the shield up, that does bounce off of the shield.
Gotcha. So that's bonus with movement, both actions. That's it for me.
All right, and that's all that's right. You stayed put.
Yep.
All right. Storm.
Bonus 8 the movement.
Storm, for our last action of this session, what do you want to do?
Wait, when did he? Hold on.
Before we take a break for the weekend.
I think he's thinking real hard right now.
Is he pondering his orb? Is it wizard time?
He's definitely pondering his orb.
He's a frog in a
sorry.
pond because he be pondering.
I do be
Last one of the
pondering.
session.
No, let's see. Okay,
Looks
so
like you were either
still pretty much surrounded. So,
You're pondering the soup.
right.
I put a couple more holes in one more hole in Akron in the background, but other than that,
Don't hurt my dad.
All right, so we are gonna just take some non-lethal swings around me in a very casual-like manner.
Yeah, oh, and also for the brevity of this whole fight encounter and whatnot, until things get really bloodied, I'm shooting to maim. Until it comes down.
Not to kill.
Yeah, once it comes down to the wire, when I can see things are like really rough, then I might change it up.
All right, so we're gonna reckless great weapon on this gentleman.
Not
Oh,
with-
boy.
That's a 24.
Oh boy. That's a big hit there, bud.
That is 18, 21. Math is hard. 27.
27 points of damage. Jeez.
We love these numbers.
Bring your sword around and just kind of bat him around, wear him out as he's having to deflect off your huge blows.
Yes, as Storm's Light has become a mall, so it's
What do you mean? It's been a mall the whole time?
I'm right. Yeah, no, the whole
It doesn't
time.
become one, it
Whole
just
time.
is one.
Okay. All right. Seeing that this
Well, I mean,
gentleman is staying on his feet a little bit longer than I anticipated, we're gonna do this again.
It did become a mall from a chunk of metal.
That's true. It was once a chunk of metal.
Several chunks, I think, actually.
But it's
For
a
weapons
22.
purpose, it's always been a mall.
22 still hits.
Okay, and
Wrong with them 22.
we're gonna just go ahead and dump some extra. I need a strength save, by the way. Dump some extra damages on here. How does smite work again now? By the way, I did change to 2024
Oh,
paladin.
wow. So that is a bonus action. It occupies your bonus action,
Okay.
but it's after you hit, you decide to use it.
Okay. Target still takes an extra 2d8, and okay, all right. So damage
that can-
stays the
and-
same.
And if you're using it as a first level smite, a reminder that Storm's Light has a fuck ton of charges.
It sure does. But that's why I requested a strength save, because I'm using the other form of its charges.
Also true.
So it's another 22. So a total of 44, unless he passes the strength save.
Well, with a natural 6, I guarantee you he doesn't.
All right, so there's a 2 22s.
Is he yoted to Yeatenheim when you?
He is yoted to Pronenheim.
Oh boy, that's bad. That's bad for anybody.
It is.
Ask anybody.
Oh, and
He's
actually,
gotten
because I
down
have
with the
weapon
sickness.
mastery with mauls, he actually, has to make a
That's
strength
actually-
save to topple in the first place.
That's actually why. That's actually why I was asking if.
Yeah.
Because I thought that's what you were using.
No,
He's just got his
um,
own, get down because I say so.
yeah. Well, that's because of the storm's light. The thunder damage has that
Okay.
potential enough.
It's got that effect on people, just to
Yeah.
seize them up and they drop all fours.
Yeah, just he blocks you off with the blade kind of sliding off to the side, and you just use that to just come up under him and just onto his back.
Excellent.
You have a taser as a maul.
Essentially.
Drops
Except
around.
it does thunder damage instead
Yeah,
of
no,
lightning damage.
You bought a
It just does
taser
with
at
the
the mall?
sound waves through you instead.
Yeah.
Sonic, it's a sonic stun stick.
Yeah, it's a
sounds
sonic stun stick.
electrifying.
That is
You
going to
have
be
moving
my
blade on
turn,
hammer.
I believe.
All right,
Yeah.
bringing it down on the poor people of Akron. I said what I said.
This guy actually also needs his strength save because I hit him with my maul. This first guy down here?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Don't
So you
worry,
get-
it's a
you get
natural
to-
5. Bye.
Cool. He's on his ass too.
On S. All right. So, wait, not that one. This one.
Yeah.
Proned. All right. So, the storm, laying his enemies before him. Let me double check some things on those guys real quick. Yeah. Okay. Well, as they are being laid to waste at the feet of the storm, that is where we'll leave off for this week, because it is 3:22 my time, and I want to be back with people tonight. So, until next time, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Players and viewers alike. We appreciate you. We do this because we love to do it. A reminder that it's okay not to be okay.
It is.
It is.
It's okay not to be okay. Trans rights are human rights. Black lives matter. There is still a fight to be had. Sometimes you just got to take an L. The war is not over.
And until next time, please remember that kindness is free, and to
Pass
please,
it on.
please keep going.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, check out the TikTok, check out the Patreon, check out the YouTube, check out the Twitch, check out the Facebook of all things, and do remember that this is not over.
And Brandon Sanderson, please sponsor us. You'll love it. We love you. Ha. I just wanted to do it before Justice.
Everyone knows the lily of the valley, a sunburst of a tolly of roses, sharp thorns. But the prettiest, sweetest of the flowers only grows on the farther shore. Sweet tart cherries and blackberries on the bush, bursting with nectar when the peel has been shorn. But the sweetest and most bountiful of orchards only grows on the farther shore. Till it go to the farther shore. That paradise to rest when your old heart can beat no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore. Wild temptations haunt this earthly coil. Some may resist them, though others can't ignore. But the promises of pure imagination take us all to the farther shore. It must be everything that everyone was promised. It must be all that we could ever want and more. It must be better than the love we leave behind us. They only know on the farther shore. Till I go to the farther shore. This paradise to us, when this old heart can beat no more. We all go to the farther shore. We all go to the farther shore.
I want to hear everybody, come on.
Till I go to the farther shore.
Till I go now, yeah.
Rest when this old heart can be no more.
Heart can be no more.
We all go to the farther shore.
Let me hear you now.
To the farther shore.
Show a grin, wake the dead.
Till I go to the farther shore.
Till I go now, yeah.
Rest when this old heart can be no more. We all go to the farther shore.
Let me hear
to the farther shore.
Let me hear your voices, everyone.
To the farther shore.
Sing it, everyone.
To the farther shore.
Thank you very much, everyone. In memory of a friend.